All right, let's do it.
That's Rebel. Rebel.
Rebel Solutions. What's up, Green Dragon people? Tactical Tony's running a Wednesday night chat. Holy crap. Yeah, you know this place. We never know when the hell we're going to open. Anyway, so I'm only in, as you can see, as Mule Team, right? I'm not in as the Dragon tonight. So Tony is top dog. So as he shoves pizza in his face, he's got HD with him. Look at that beard, dude. That thing's looking good. Looking good. Got to grow it out a little longer, but it's going to get there.
That freaking beard scares me, man.
Tony invited me, Wild Iron. He invited Reb as he's drinking a little pale ale to go with his pizza. I hope that's New York style pizza, bro. You know, that's the only other place in the country you can get New York style pizza is out of Vegas because everybody moves there.
You can get some good New York pizza out here. But, damn, that's what I was going to say. Damn.
I'm going to say hi, Water. I saw her back there earlier.
Yeah. Hi, Water.
Hello. Hello.
You okay, go?
Hello.
Oh, yeah, now I remember what I was going to say. We're going to try to make this Nevada shoot a real deal. I was talking to somebody about it the other day. Oh, I was talking to...
July 4th shoot? Hell yeah.
I think I was talking to Pre-Dawn about it.
Dude, I'm serious. You know what?
Being a family,
Nevada style?
Yeah, Nevada style for sure.
I'm hoping to either be up by HD or down in the Laughlin Bullhead City by the end of June.
Dude, I fucking hope you fucking can make that move. That'd be awesome.
Well, that's the whole family plan at this point. So the whole family's going to be saving. The whole family's going to be everybody's on board. We're going to work towards this goal 6 months down the road. We want to be by the end of June in either northern Arizona, southern Nevada, or northern Nevada. I'm okay. Anywhere along that line.
You just got to decide on whether you like it hot or you like all 4 seasons.
No, I have to decide whether the wife likes it hot or likes all 4 seasons.
I'll tell you what, the last 3 years we really haven't had but 3 seasons. Winter's been disappearing up north.
But, well, the problem is the kids want to be near their grandfather and their aunt and their cousin who are all down in Laughlin. So, me, I don't like being too close to my family. That's the only way I like my family is not having them too close.
Well, Laughlin's not that far away, actually.
Not from Vegas, no.
No, I know that, yeah.
Wow.
And Bullhead City's right there next to it. I mean, I lived in Vegas for a little while in the late 80s. Lived there for like 9 months in 88.
You'll be glad. If you go to any of those 3 places, you'll still be glad that you left where you're at.
Oh, hell yeah. Yes, you are correct. Because like Reed said today on his little discussion he had over at the Patriot Nurses channel, right? And it's funny because you could tell she so has the hots for him. And it's kind of funny to watch when he's trying to get a real point across.
Who does?
Patriot Nurse.
I thought that she was with that red-eyed fuck.
Harry Reid. I was like, what are you talking about?
You talking about that guy on CNN, that Fareed Zakaria?
No, Reed from
Reed Hendricks.
It took me a while to catch up with what he was saying, too.
I heard Reed fell on his face.
Well, no, Reed Hendricks, Patriot Nurse just put out a thing today.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Harry Reid.
That's what I thought.
No, fuck Harry Reid. He didn't fall on his face. His fucking lover beat him up.
Hey, no, this motherfucker has Alzheimer's or whatever, right?
No, dude, that ain't Alzheimer's. It was that 14-year-old boy. He has come up to his suite at the fucking hotel and beat him up.
Yeah, it was bigger than him.
Who was that? Oh, you got Netflix, Mule?
Yeah.
There's a show on there called Lilyhammer.
Yeah, I watch it. Yeah.
Dude, that's a good fucking show. But you know how he's got the little Muslim servant boy?
Yeah.
the big boss, the big fucking Italian boss, has like a little Muslim, a little Indian boy toy.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you, dude. It's like the dude who normally massages him after his workout got a little rough, popped him in the eye. You know, who do you know? The monster cock might have hit him in the eye and broke his fucking nose.
Yeah, he definitely didn't fall those. He got down, you can tell.
I ain't seen him. I just heard about
He
it.
looked bad.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
You did not have an accident. You got beat up.
Who did he really get beat up, though? Even though we hate him and everything, who really beat him up?
Exactly.
I just told you.
No, we're
Nancy
fucking wrong with
Pelosi.
that. I mean, maybe you're right. You could be right.
Nancy Pelosi beat him in the face.
I think
If you saw a bandage on her hand, maybe, because that little
Well, were all the bruises mushroom tip shape?
That sounds like STD, something like that.
No, but I definitely got to get out of here because, like I was saying, like Reed said, you know what? I don't care what the fucking laws say. I carry my gun.
Yeah. No, I watched that, and that I thank you for sharing that, dude, because I would have never seen it on her. I didn't ban her. I just don't follow her since.
I don't fuck with her. I'll be honest. I don't fuck with her at all. Zero.
Well, and a lot of people don't because after the fucking whole main prepper thing.
Yes, absolutely.
Not only that, she did a video where she said she's getting her fucking. What'd she say? She said, when shit hits the fan, I'm going to Costa Rica. She had a video about where she's leaving the U.S. Like, she's doing...
Dude, she's a woman, okay? No decisions are set in fucking stone.
I'm just saying, if you say you're going to run away from this fucking...
I'm in trouble now, and Reb ain't even here.
Yeah, no, I understand. She's influenced. She's just influenced, dude. And I'm telling you, Main Prepper was the influence at the time, and that's what she was. That's where she was going because he was the main dog on the fucking YouTube
Yeah, remember something.
stats.
And not for nothing. She puts out good info on the stuff she does.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, when she's concentrated, yeah, her shit is awesome.
Yeah, as a medic, she's badass.
Yeah, and when you hear her story, you know, you wonder why she's got kind of this hero complex chasing him around, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Her old man was an operator. He died over fucking seas in the early parts of the fucking sandbox, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, not blah, blah, blah. It's an interesting story if you want to find it.
If we're talking about Reed, you're talking about the one that was out here at Bundy Ranch, right?
Yeah, but she's sitting there talking to him, and what I was trying to
right there, I respect him more than anybody on YouTube, and he doesn't even. I don't even think he has a channel. He just does the Jaeger stuff.
He does stuff with Jaeger, and then he does stuff with other people, right? He just did
that motherfucker, like him and Haas. Haas kind of talked to me, but Reed like is the type that like will fucking talk to your ass. He'll be like, "Yo, this is how."
Well, he's a teacher. He's a teacher. He's more personable. He's more willing to pass on information, right?
Exactly.
Fucking Jaeger's a cop, and you know, Haas is just a guy who was in the military.
But I got mad props for her. She just follows the wrong people, but I think she's in the right realm now.
Well, like I said, dude, and the whole point I was bringing up with two of them, right? Reed discussed the fact that, you know, fuck the law, really, you know, carry your shit, protect yourself, right?
Right.
And he said all the shit I've been saying on the Dragon since it fucking opened, right, in that short little video. And in the video, you see her sparkling little, like, you know, especially if you're an old man like me, and you see a woman acting like a teenage girl, you know what's going on there. The pheromones, whatever it is, Reed was really influencing her.
Mule.
What?
I am an old fucker like you.
Yeah.
He is.
And you know, Iron, we can spot that shit, you know?
Right? Yeah.
You see it. You can tell when who's in love in a relationship, if they're
Right.
both in love, if it's only one of them, whatever. You can check that out just from people watching your whole life.
There's a twinkle. There's a twinkle.
Oh, yeah. And I saw it in that one, and it just made me laugh because she's giggling, jumping up and down in her chair. It was funny shit.
I wonder if my girl gets like that.
You better hope so.
I
If
can
not,
tell you right now that my girl does.
Must be listening.
What?
Must be listening to her too.
yeah. The problem with you, Iron, is your girl is fucking just barely, barely got a driver's license.
No, she ain't. Oh my God, you guys are fucking killing me, man.
Where'd that come from?
Killing me. You're killing me. She's 38. Come on. Shit.
Are you talking to the reporter chick or somebody else?
Are we talking about the girl on POF?
No, you guys, I climbed out of the danger zone. Come on. Fuck.
Is this the same one that sent you a fucking gag ball and a fucking...
Oh,
No.
Jesus, my big
No, fuck. You guys are killing me, man.
The leather mask with no fucking...
See, Glenn, you should have took the keys and you could have muted him.
But the thing is this chick's into that shit, so I'm all good with it. It's all right. It's okay.
As long as the ball doesn't end up in your mouth at the end of the night, it's all good.
Hey, my mouth or my ass, I'm good. Yes.
See, hey, HD, it doesn't take just me running it to send it off the rails.
That was what, 25 minutes? 20 minutes? Not long at all.
Oh, fuck.
We'll have to check out the comments. Are you able to pull up the...
Oh, the comments. Oh, dang.
Yeah, I haven't even, I was just thinking the same thing. I'm not in control tonight, right?
I'm way fucking afraid of the comments at this point.
Yeah, two people that love each other. People can tell. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
All right, comments. See who's out there. We got Resistance Tyranny. Oh. Oh, wow. Resistance Tyranny says, by the way, fuck main prepper.
Yeah,
Wow.
we all agree with you there. Oh, check it out. Down already.
Custom Black Guns is out there. Kevin the Tack Daddy, what's up?
Yeah,
Jay Watt,
these guys
hello.
links.
Richard Sword, how's it going? Well, we're fixing to find out. DJ Alkaline's out there, what's up? Ninja. And Mini Patriot Angel, that's what I've got right now in the comments. So,
Sweet.
everybody out there, looks like we got 20 watching. Comment. Let's get something on topic because we're off the rails there.
Yes, please get off my freaking topic.
Wild Iron doesn't like to be the subject of the conversation.
Holy shit! I'm out of the danger zone now, boys.
What is he under? What is Kevin under?
Oh, Tack Daddy?
Yeah, but it's not coming up. I'm trying.
Kevin the Tack Daddy?
Yeah, Kevin the Tech Daddy.
No, back.
Come on, motherfucker. I want to go back. That's why.
It's Google. It's back. Just delete go Kevin out of the. I don't even on caps.
Oh, shit.
This is the Google
Well,
stuff.
I had a topic, right, I wanted to talk to you about. Me and you talked about it a little the other day, kind of, HD.
I'll send you on here if you want to do this.
It was about that whole, the FBI setting up guys through the chat out in
Yeah,
Georgia.
right? Well, they didn't set them up to the chat. They just used the chat to get information, it sounds like.
Yeah, but that's the first step, right? They use the information through the chat to be able to get in contact with them and then set fools up to be fools, right?
We were just talking about this kind of right before we came online with the.
Well, but I also wanted to bring up that old guy who got arrested for thinking about poisoning.
He wasn't even thinking about it. He made a comment about how easy it would be. He didn't say he thought about it or he wanted to do it or anything. What he said was, "Man, if I wanted to." You know,
I think he was talking to Boner's wife in an email or something like that, and he said, "You know, if I didn't like your husband, I could have poisoned him a bunch of times."
Well, yeah, it was something like that. But that was the thing. He got arrested for contemplating, and I read the charge. That's why, because the word they use, contemplating. What does contemplating mean? Thinking of, not taking action on, not planning, but saying in a thought. He contemplated it.
It's 1984. Thought crime is a crime. Don't you know this?
Yeah.
Minority
That's what I'm
Report.
trying to point out to people is that it's actually happening, right? We have thought crimes, and then we have, you can link that thought crime to these chats that we have, right? And we've had plenty of fucking open discussions. No direct threats against anybody. But we had plenty of open discussions, right?
Here's the dragon, you know it.
And they're starting to use different shit, right? So they use different tactics to accomplish the same thing. This guy was contemplating it, meaning he was thinking about it, right? And they arrested him for the thought crime's done. The other clowns were set up in a chat, right? Because the FBI mentions the chat. That's how they found them. Was they were scanning chats and they found these clowns talking about blowing up something in fucking Atlanta.
They used the chat to frame them, basically. They used the chat to get something that was on their mind, and then presented them with the options of what they were thinking about, saying, "Oh, look, here's this tool to accomplish your mission."
Well, then some knucklehead accepted, phony Semtex or some shit, and
Right.
because they're fucking too stupid to think. And it was funny. I was talking with you and Reb, and I said right then and there, and I'll say it now, any feds watching, please don't try and set me up. If I'm going to blow something up, I'll steal my own shit.
I know,
I'm
that's
gonna trust you.
exactly right. How the fuck is somebody conveniently going to come into your life? Hey, by the way, I have Semtex, buddy. Anybody would like explosives? I have explosives. I have explosives, right? You just give me a call, ring-a-ding-ding, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
I would have to know you really well, definitely.
Yeah,
No
fuck
doubt.
yeah. You would have
I'm
like
not talking about people's common sense,
my
Tony.
sister or something for me to accept explosives from you.
To use on you, maybe.
But yeah, we won't get into the stupidity of those fucking knuckleheads. That's why they got locked up, and the people who get caught are really the stupid, right?
Yeah. They're the ones that populate the prisons, dude.
Dude, I did a video like probably a year, or maybe even a year and a half ago, whatever. It's gotta be a year at least. And I was like, yo, I'm not dumb enough. Don't even contact me because I will not respond. If you come at me with any funny shit, I'm not even gonna respond. Especially since the whole fucking cops got shot thing. Dude, people probably get mad because I don't really respond to comments, but I just really don't have shit to say really to a lot of people because...
Yeah, anymore if it's not positive or it's not people I already know.
Yeah, and that'll be like said in private because we're getting to the point now, we gotta be realistic, we're getting to the point what you say can fuck you.
Well, we've always been there, bro. It's just some of us are willing to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No, I know, but if this fucking guy, if I say, dude, I feel like I want to say shit about Hillary, but I feel like I can't say what I really think about.
What can you say somebody else has already said about her?
No, I want to say about if Hillary Clinton gets elected, I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah, she's crap on to the country is what's gonna happen. But you know what, dude? Here's the thing. I'm still running by my bet, and I told you to put money down in Vegas for me, right? Shit's gonna be done before the election of 2016. And believe me, it keeps speeding itself up exponentially these days, right? I was trying to get HD to try and soothe my raging brain over the whole oil dropping like a fucking stone, the dollar and the Dow staying high. What the fuck is going on? The ruble, you can wipe your ass with rubles right now, and it would still, and you could do 100 rolled sheets of it, and it doesn't fucking matter because the ruble's in the toilet, right? We ain't even going to talk about China's propped up economy.
Yeah,
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I we talked about before, the majority of that, I think, it's economic warfare on Russia, trying to, basically transfer the wealth out of Russia into the rest of the world.
Quickly.
Well, especially when that prince came out verbally and said that the petrodollar, the fucking gallon or the oil price will never be at $100 a fucking barrel again.
Who said that?
The prince over there on
That's all the.
That's interesting. Gregory Mannarino, who I follow on Google Plus.
Yeah, me too.
His YouTube stuff is subscribed now mostly. But he put out a chart today talking about the oil and artificial manipulation, showing where it's at the bottom right now, where it's sideways. And he was talking about how this is a manipulated market, how you can tell. I mean, that's an easy way to identify the way that chart is running. And it makes sense because, it all started, we're almost on 2 years now with this whole Ukraine thing where the people got to go back. What happened? The European Central Bank wanted to buy Ukraine. And after that, all this stuff started going downhill because Ukraine, who the leader of Ukraine was more allied with the Russians, said no. And everything fell apart after that. So what was the nexus of this whole thing? And
So
banks fighting over resources.
In a backlash, if we look back at Gaddafi's situation when he went to go and do the same thing with the gold standard and put it back instead of they exterminated him because he was so easily to be manipulated. His infrastructure wasn't so strong. Now we're dealing with Russia.
He doesn't have a whole military like Russia does to back him up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Putin ain't no fucking joke, okay? And
no,
Putin
not a joke.
And here's the problem. Putin isn't afraid of us, the West. He's afraid of his own people, just like fucking Stalin, just like fucking all the rest of them fucking commie bastards, right? He's not afraid of us. He's afraid of them, right? So anything, if his economy's tanking, he's going to blame us. Right? If he needs to, he's going to go to war to support his fucking economy. Who's he going to go to war against? Who's he going to go to war against? He's already took the Crimea. They're already pulling fucking shit. They're already doing operations in Ukraine, right? So they're going to take that territory back. You don't think they're going to go into Slovakia and anything that used to be under the Iron Curtain, they're not going to want back if they get a fucking rolling war with NATO?
And just a note there. Mule, if he didn't come out just publicly here in the last few days and said that all of his public, he's going to go with an open carry policy for everybody that's in Russia to carry arms. That means that he's afraid of fucking some sort of
invasion.
Yeah, so he doesn't want any other country coming into his country, infiltrating him because of his his population being militarized.
Think about it though. If all you have to do, if you're some fucking dictator in control or whatever the fuck, all you got to do is, if you want to be seen as a good guy or seen like you're I don't know, you're fucking Democrat, you're trying to create a democracy or whatever the fuck. All you gotta do is copy what America had right and leave out all the fucked up things we did wrong. And when I look at what Russia and what fucking Putin's doing, this motherfucker's saying to himself, you know what? Not only am I gonna fucking give these motherfuckers the rights to carry weapons or whatever, protect the homeland, but you know what? What are the people in that country and the people that he's saying, hey, you can do this, blah, blah, blah. What are they thinking when he's fucking handing out freedoms like he's the freedom fucking Santa? They're loving that shit. You think anybody's mad in Russia right now? Besides maybe the Muslims?
well, here's the deal, right? He knows he's a crafty fuck, right? Putin.
Yes.
I mean, he's like the George H.W. Bush, right? Who's the George Bush one? He's like the Bush one of fucking Russia, right? He used to run the KGB just like Bush one ran the CIA.
Yeah. Yep.
Right? He's a crafty fuck. He's milked the fucking country for billions. And
when he's been in that environment, too, that he's a controlled asset. He's not fully independent, too.
Well, I think he's reached the level of full independence by killing off anybody who had shit over him, right? And that's okay. I may be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right.
Maybe it's just perception, But, that's what I think.
The people that control him want somebody like that. The people that are backing him, I should say.
There's plenty of people backing him because he's a strong man that Russia needs, right? And Russia likes their fucking strong men. Look, they hated the cocksucker all the way up to when he was reelected, and they called the reelection a fucking sham. And then what happens? He invades Crimea to get back his warm water port, and everybody loves him again. He's fighting with Ukraine.
Not just that, but he paid his people to have babies. So he's paying people to populate his own situation going on there. And now he's going on. Okay, now we're gonna fucking use you guys and let you have your arms. We're gonna let you have a Second Amendment, basically based on what the America is.
He's doing the opposite of the West. He's the opposite of the West. Russia's reinvigorating their culture, repopulating their, growing their population, growing, the strength of the country. Whereas the West is degrading their culture, degrading their rights, and using immigration versus
exactly
to water it down, basically.
Yeah, so people wonder why does everybody like this strong man, Putin? Because he at least has a fucking plan.
Exactly.
Right? His plan isn't to give everybody free shit all the fucking time. Free broadband now, free college, free what? I'll tell you what, this free health care has cost me a ton, and it ain't been free for me, and I'm that poorest rung that they constantly bitch about.
Hey, not only that, but he fucking hates Muslims, and he hates some other people I don't like, and fucking...
I'm not a big Putin fan. I mean, I've always respected the Russians.
Hey, I'm becoming more of a fan. You know why? Because...
No, because, dude, he's
whoever
fucking...
the fuck is running your shit should fucking act like a man. Why the fuck do we have a fucking... Why do we have a fucking drag queen as a fucking president? You know what I mean?
Here's the deal, though, bro. You can admire Putin from afar, but understand, we are his enemy, right? If he's going to lash out at anybody, it's going to be the West, and part of the West is us, right? We're enemy numero uno. We're fall guy numero uno. Always have been.
I'm kind of optimistic, and I think of it as the only reason he's fucking, willing to go to that extent is because he won't have no other choice with our government. I mean,
no, he's not going to have any more choice with his fucking own economy, right? Because this whole oil dropping bullshit isn't just hurting our economy, and it is a little, not much. Us, the smaller people, are loving it, right? But it's really hurting their economy. I mean, their whole fucking hard currency coming into their country was from oil.
Yeah.
And natural gas.
And that prince said that he don't care if it goes down to $30 a barrel. If it stays there, they're gonna keep it there because they're afraid of what
they were talking about. OPEC, some of the OPEC countries, I think Saudi Arabia in particular, and the UAE, they had like $8 billion in cash reserves to buffer any losses they get from this, so they can endure 2 or 3 years of low gas prices or low oil prices.
Right.
We were talking about. So that's definitely something that I would see. I could see them saying that. But again, I think it goes back to they're siding with the West in the war on Russia.
Oh yeah. Well,
there's no other reason that the OPEC and these countries should do that other than to support the West and this fight with Russia. I mean, it only makes sense.
But I don't understand that to the political aspect of the gold currency. And backing your dollar by gold currency instead of euro dollar. You know what I mean? Or
you talk about the BRICS Bank?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I mean Russia and China got together with Brazil and a couple others. Yeah,
they're about 10 years behind is what they are.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, Wild Iron. The petrodollar hitting the economy, oil hitting the economy the way it is at this drop, it hits the BRIC Bank badly, right? It's not something that's going to be easy to trade petrodollars now for gold because the petrodollar is worth a quarter of what it was. You know what I mean?
The BRICS Bank is more to influence developing countries, to get loans into developing countries using their currencies to take the power away from the West. Africa, South America. Obviously, with Brazil being involved, they're trying to influence Colombia and Bolivia and those other countries down there.
Right, Venezuela, who's taking a giant hit with the oil prices. Right?
They're tanking. They're fucked.
Yeah. Well, the whole world, it revolves around the petrodollar because we made it that way.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's been a plan by design, right?
But and so the BRICS bank system is about 10 years out of realm. If they would have inepted this 10 years ago, they may have been able to save their ass, but they're too fucking late.
Well, I don't know, man, because I said,
I think only history can tell that. I mean,
yeah, and we're going to be. I think we're going to be in a war before then because of this kind of hit, right? Think about what really started World War II. Not in Europe, but in Asia, right? It was resources. The thirst for resources from Japan. Japan wanted oil, Japan wanted steel, and fucking slave labor. So resources, right? It's the same thing now. We're starving the beast, right? Because if oil is that cheap, well, it costs more for Russia to sell it than it does they're going to make any kind of profit on it, right?
Well, that's where I'm going back at the BRICS system. When did Gaddafi get exterminated? Gaddafi got exterminated about 8 years ago, right?
No,
Was
it's
that
not that
long?
long.
Yeah, no, 3 maybe.
Yeah, closer to 2011. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's seen what was coming on, and he was already too late to bring this whole BRICS system together, and that's what the whole BRICS system was about, was bringing everything back to the gold standard.
Yes, and even before then, he was trying to work on the United Africa system, right, where just Africans were going to deal with all their resources and hold their currencies backed by the resources in their own countries in Africa. You know, Gaddafi had some ideas, whatever they were, but he got fucked by that whole, the CIA arranging the Orange Revolution, right? And once the Arab Spring broke up, burst out, which was CIA started, right?
Yeah.
Then Gaddafi was fucked because you're right. They were going to set people against him, even though by then he was now supposedly our ally.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying if they would have started this 10 years ago, they'd have been ahead of the fucking wave.
Yeah, but they
had control of this whole situation and had manipulative power to leverage against the U.S. on this fucking the fucking oil dollar, the OPEC dollar, whatever you want to call it.
Right. Well, I think one of the key things you just talked about, though, is the gold standard. BRICS has not come out and said they're backed by gold, but China and Russia have been importing more gold or keeping more of their gold than anybody else, and India included. And India is part of that BRICS situation. So they're setting themselves up to put themselves in that position, but they haven't announced that they are a dollar or a gold-backed or a resource-backed currency.
Well, that China did, though. When they first started this and initiated this, China did say that they were going to be a gold-backed standard. That was almost a year ago. When they started initiating this, Australia signed on. 18 different countries signed on to this. So it was a whole initiative about bringing back value to the dollar, so that they could actually fucking get something back that was substantial to paper. And they bypassed us, and the UK and everybody else passed on it too because they were following us.
You're watching that without me. I'll be right back. Gotta yell at the wife.
Inside voice, Neil. Inside voice.
Everybody's trying to get links.
Oh yeah.
Links up in this.
Who's everybody?
I think DJ Aquila was.
Custom Black's making dinner. He can't get in.
G's out there.
Okay, you seen G-Link?
And
I think everybody, all the bartenders when we started. I think I left out QC though.
Okay.
Couldn't find him on here. I put James Jager pops up on here. What the hell?
Think you would join us?
yeah, but is that a Jaeger with the AR or ER?
Jaeger.
Because there's a troll running around that's AR.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he's been posting them. He posted on American Warning the other night, and he's been posting on a lot of people's shit.
Hey, Tuesday night I'm gonna need somebody to run the dragon so I can jump in and out because I'm gonna be at the YouTube party with Iraq veteran and Mac and all those big.
Yeah, me or G. Did you invite G in here, by the way? Me or G will do it. You know that.
Yeah,
but hey, check it out, gents. Almost done.
Yeah. Yeah. That way we don't miss it in time.
You never thought you'd see it in my hands, huh? Never thought you'd see one of those in my hands, did you?
It's a shock. I know you're feeling better about the whole situation right now.
No, it's my son's, so I'm feeling just fine about it.
You'll be all right. You're gonna end up falling in love with the AR, and then
Who, me?
yeah.
No, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, fuck that. I
I'm
got
telling
it.
you, I like a man's gun.
I like that 7.62 fucking power, man. That's all there is to it.
Plus, I'm a simple man. I like simple shit.
7.62 is just.
I like shit that works, right? Here's a funny thing. I watched Iraq Veterans video before I jumped in here, and he burned through like 850 rounds, right? Through an AR and blew out the barrel, right?
Like you talking about rapid fire or magazine
Yeah,
change?
no, full auto.
Have you guys seen the new PMag 60?
But you see, hold on one second. But you see, yeah, I did. I posted the prices too, Tony.
I didn't see the price, but 60
Yeah,
rounds.
go look on my on the Green Dragon and on my own page on G Plus. I posted the new prices for all the AK stuff Magpul's coming out with. But the funny thing is, you see people do the same thing with an AK, and they never. Yeah, I know what he's doing, and they never burst the fucking barrel, right? Tony might burst the glass bong, but doing some dabs. Hey, if we can throw Glenn under the bus, you're just as susceptible there, Tone.
The AR is not designed to be full auto.
I know.
It was changed after the M16 platform, because the M16 platform was changed to not be full auto, and so it's never been designed to handle full auto. So that only makes sense.
I know, but you go watch that video. It's kind of funny. He's talking about how the barrel shot out in that 850 rounds. He shot out that barrel. So there goes that 1,500 round. What is it? 5,000 or 10,000 round barrels for the AR. You know, no, it was.
No, the barrel's still good.
It
was probably the join between the barrel and the receiver, right? That's where it blew out.
No, it blew up right behind the gas block.
Oh, right up front. Okay, that's the other weak point. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but behind it, you know what I mean? The gas block was fine. It didn't melt the gas
you got
block.
so much carbon in your gas block, it probably backed it up, and that's what created a weak spot. I mean, it's not designed to handle that. So, if you ever fire your AR for 800 rounds, I mean, this should be another gun to pick up.
Yeah. I agree.
Not only that, how many fucking jihadis with fucking full auto AKs? Like, what's the ratio? Like, it's like fucking 100 of them for every 5 of us. So AK not learning that great.
When you look at most of the idiots that use the AK, they don't aim the fucking thing. They really do just full auto spray that shit.
Yeah, and an AK in the hands of somebody that's trained is not. It's no more effective than somebody that's trained in an AR.
Yeah.
That AK is for an untrained individual. That's what it is. So, I mean, if you're planning on, stocking up on your AK so you can staff your militia when they finally decide they want to get on board and you don't have any training time, then that's what you need to do. But I still stick with my AR.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, Colin's gonna stick with his AR.
Plus, you got me inspired to do a father-son build.
Did I? It's been fun, dude. It's been a blast. I gotta tell you.
Well, it made me realize I need to start planning for that because I need to have one by the time he's 14 for sure. So I need to start planning that out.
My son just turned 8. Yeah, he just turned 8, so I think that's a good age. I mean, my dad took me out shooting. I think I was about 8 or 9 or 10, right around that age.
Which not give me his own AR.
No, I'm not gonna give it to him, but for sure it would be. He's already has a little Remington nylon 66.
Good, but it's just my philosophy is that you train them up. The younger you get them start training to understand the way of the gun, the way of any kind of martial art, the better off they are and the safer they'll be. Right? And firearms are nothing more than another martial art, right? No different than fucking jiu-jitsu, karate, whatever, boxing, MMA, whatever, right?
A little bit different. I wouldn't say it's no different.
Well, I don't see much, right? Because to America, America doesn't have a countrywide martial art, right? Boxing was around before the United States. All the rest of them around long before the United States. But we, Americans, have taken to the gun as our martial art. To where that's why the whole militia and they get training and go ahead and we strive it. It's all part of it. It's the American martial art is the way of the gun. You know.
What about Vikings? Vikings were bad motherfuckers. They didn't.
Yeah, they had their own martial arts, but we don't have them. We're Americans.
They use the broadsword and the double.
Yeah, we're Americans, right? We're Americans. Let's get that shit straight, right?
Yeah, but that was the AR of the day, or the AK of the day. That's all.
But we weren't. You know, our country doesn't start then. Our country starts right 1776, and the martial art of 1776 on our birth was the way of the gun. And it's been that way. That's why it's so deeply ingrained in the blood and soul of America, the gun, because it got us our freedom. And that's why that's why that Second Amendment's there, to encourage everybody to be part of the militia, to encourage every citizen of the United States to understand the way of the gun, the American martial art.
Okay.
So.
Damn, I should give that one to read and let him take off with it, that smart
You
fucker.
get a T-shirt out of that reel. That's a good T-shirt slogan.
Yeah, tell that to Reb. He can steal it from me and make it.
The way of the gun, America's martial art. I like it. I'm gonna patent that. Let me get on that. Maybe I could be Reb.
Yeah, one of you will. Actually, I'm probably somebody already has the way of the gun school or a student of the gun. No, right? We should patent that. See, Reb, if you'd have been in earlier when I was talking to you, you stuck around a little bit, I might have come up with it. We'd have had that T-shirt out already.
You trademark it, you don't patent it.
Whatever.
Yeah, maybe.
And that's the philosophy of Mule for anybody who cares. You know?
Yeah, I don't know. For me, you know what's crazy is.
Hey, Tony, but do you know karate?
Fuck no. I'm a Viking. My mom. My mom is Viking blood, and then Pops would be like Aztec blood, like Indian Aztec blood. So.
Right. So do you know either one of their martial arts? Are you
well versed? Yeah, killing motherfuckers. Like.
Oh, so you're well versed in the battle axe and the sword, and I don't even know what the fucking Indian with the native.
Well, okay, hold on. If I was gonna go Aztec, I'd use the AR. If I was gonna go Viking, I would use the AK.
Really?
Seriously.
Okay, but you're an American, so you got to go. It doesn't matter because you're following the way of the gun.
And I used to teach martial arts, so.
But you think of that concept then, Wild Iron?
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah, I totally understand. The bullet is a perception of the finger.
Yeah.
So it is where it is going to go. I mean, that's the viewpoint, and you don't use the receptacles to get it there. You use the finger because that's where it's going to be fucking projected.
And you have to train, just like you have to train in any martial art to get better at it, right? So you want where that finger wants that bullet to go to hit that place every time. You have to train. Motion
reflex.
Yes.
Yep, absolutely. Kickboxing, Shotokan, was a master at Shotokan and training at kickboxing. And that was before. That was before
if a Viking and a samurai got into a fight, the Viking would beat the shit out of that fucking sorry ass samurai.
And if the Viking and the samurai went up against, and they could be together, and they went up against an American rifleman, they'd be dead before they drew their fucking swords.
Yeah. Pretty much.
So.
They'd be camp meat.
Yeah. So we Americans, and you know what? It's ingrained into our very souls. Like I said, when you look back to the Revolution, right? The War of 1812, the Civil War, the Wild Wild West, quote unquote, right? You know, the the turn of the century when they started coming out with semi-automatic weapons up through the Spanish-American War, right? And then you have the Roaring Twenties. Why did they roar? Was it the roar of a fucking? Did they call it the Roaring Twenties because everybody yelled, or because there were fast cars? No, because the Tommy gun let known what people thought, right?
No.
And the problem with the Roaring 20 was they didn't fucking go far enough and rebel against the government. They only rebelled against certain aspects of the government.
Right, but it didn't roar as much as it roared about as much as the West was wild.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So it's all the propaganda bullshit that sold a good story, right?
Yeah.
That publishers like to sell, you know, and then finally filmmakers like to make, right? Why?
Yeah.
Because it put asses in seats, or it had dimes being sold across, you know, newsstands for the dime books because it sounded cool. All the shit that happened in the West didn't happen to everybody and didn't happen to most. It was one or two stories over 30 years that turns into the mystique of the wild, wild West of America.
Absolutely. And my grandpa used to tell me back when he was growing up that the fucking nickel fucking media, that you would go spend a nickel to go watch the newsreels at the picture shows. He after his elderly years, he would say that was all propaganda bullshit. It was all propaganda bullshit to prop the people up to do what they are doing now on social media.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Neil, I think we could draw a good parallel here too. But you're talking about the way of the samurai and the way of the gun and the comparisons. Before Japan could change its culture, it had to change the culture of the samurai and get rid of it. And that's part of the elimination of the Second Amendment too. If they have to change the culture, they have to get rid of that before they can change America to something else.
Yeah, I was trying to put that into those. I was having that same kind of thought. I wasn't associating with Japan, but yeah, and that's exactly the truth. Is that's why we face all these anti-gunners now, and the government itself is against us because they have to get rid of the martial art of America to further control us. You know, and it's a fight to the death that we see every day, and people don't even realize it. Right? We win some, we lose some, back and forth. It's a struggle constantly that we have to fight. We have to fight and fight it every day. You know, not only for our martial art, but for the very soul of America. Because, like I said, it's part of the very soul of America.
Well, and every country around doesn't want to invade us because they're worried about everybody's got a fucking weapon. And that's why Putin said, I'm going to go ahead and just let everybody, all the Russians have weapons now. They're going to have handguns. They're going to have fucking, long rifles. So that's the turning point of Russia for an invasion. They're worried about an invasion because they know Gaddafi went down over this whole situation, the same sector. The whole same sect.
Well, and they've been through it before. Let's not forget that Hitler was knocking on fucking Russia's door.
Right.
Seriously.
They were in the living room. They weren't in the front door. They were in the living room.
Yeah, exactly. They were knocking on the shithouse door.
They were ready to get in the kitchen. That's all.
And how far are we from that? I mean, our
invasion's different. The invasion that's happening in the United States is the same invasion that's happening in Europe. Those quiet immigration invasions.
Right? No, I'm talking about what we're doing to Russia now. We're on the fucking doorstep. I mean, we got them completely surrounded, more or less.
Well, we're instigating it, but see, we're those kind of assholes that we're going to let it light off in Europe, right? We have no problem, and we actually enjoy fighting.
That's how I feel about it. Fuck Europe. Bunch of fucking slaves. Never did nothing.
But dude, our economy runs on war. Our government runs on war, right? It runs on the propaganda of war. It runs on the control of war. It runs on the manipulation of war. So we will keep that. We might let them hit us here somewhere, a couple of places, right? Just to rally around the flag, right? Remember the fucking Maine. Remember the Alamo. Pearl Harbor, 9/11. We're gonna have something like that, whether we do it or somebody else does.
Right. Yeah.
So just to be able to fight a war overseas and get our economy alive again. Now, we could have and should have done that at 9/11, false flag or not. the whole fucking administration there fucked up by not kicking people like it was Second World War. Get all the industries in America alive again, all the infrastructure in America alive again, all covered under we have to go fight this enemy that hit us.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what we should have done then, back fucking 14 years ago now.
And the problem with it is we are so industrialized that we are so fucking reliant on every other nation to for our industry besides food that we're fucked. I mean, we don't pour fucking steel anymore here. We don't do shit.
Well, that's not true. They're still pouring steel up in fucking Allentown and shit, but they're not running it to full capacity. They're not running it to the capacities they did during, say, World War II, right?
Yeah.
And
we're supposed to be in a conflict.
Even when we're pushing out raw pig, right, we're not doing the shit that makes money, which is the circuit boards. Those are coming from all over the damn world.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Check this out. America went to bed with HIV and woke up with full-blown AIDS.
Well, the problem is we might be industrialized to a certain extent about pouring a little bit of steel here, but the majority of our scrap goes to China.
Yes.
That's what Clunkers was all about, apparently.
Dude, you could think about it when China was going crazy with their fucking building. They're still building like crazy, but everybody's caught up. But when they first initially started fucking going crazy over there and building their shit up, there was a shortage of concrete out here. I was working construction, and there was a shortage of concrete in the world because China was fucking building like crazy.
Yeah, but the funny thing is now you see, and it's finally being exposed, the ghost factories, the ghost cities all through China, right? Factories that were geared up to make and build whatever are now sitting empty and idle, and the people still have to be propped up through a version of unemployment because they don't want it to show up on their economic books that they're really they're not in as good a shape as they like to say.
Dude, can you imagine, like, what's worse than being in China when shit hits the fan?
Business Week did something on it just last week, I think. Pretty sure.
Dude, if shit hits the fan and you're in China, I don't even feel sorry for you.
Yeah, but understand, this is where it comes into cultural play, right? Certain cultures think differently than we do, so they react in different ways than we would, right? Not everybody thinks like we here in the United States or in any other. Every country thinks differently. Every group of population of people, every culture of people think a little differently. Some are able to be controlled better by central governments or central power, being a monarchy or a fucking Politburo or a fucking czar, right? Or a king, right? They're all able to be, or an emperor.
Well, that usually is based around one culture and one type of people. It's usually
or a main culture, at least for a country.
It's usually ethnically centric or culturally centric.
Yeah, and you see that we're seeing it now with Russia. The Russians, even with their diversity of fucking ethnicities in Russia, they still have that national identity of being Russians, and they all like the fucking strong man. Right? That's why they got rid of somebody who, Yeltsin, where his only real problem was he was, well, like everybody else, he was corrupt, but he was also a fun-loving alky.
Hey, real quick, while we got a lag here, let's go do some shout-outs out in the chat room. There's a lot of people out there commenting. Joel's Quantum Heart Logic, Quantum Heart School, as he's known as now, is out there. He's making, I don't know, Joel, I can't keep up with you. He's got a lot of long comments going on, though. If you want to go check him out and read them. SmartPillow223.
Actually, I do read them after our chats are over. I go through and read Joel's because they're novels.
Yes. Joel's shit is not.
About Russia coming after America, they've been wanting to do it. You got several comments. Boom Gaze is out there. G Mangoes came in. What's up? Gatorade157, how you doing? And More Days. Good evening to you. And Mindfuck Matrix. Good evening, folks. And that's caught us up. And QC Hemp's in the chat room. I don't think he was in there before.
Shoot him a link. I can't find him in the
QC?
Yeah.
Hey, Yeah, shoot QC a link. And is Mr. X-Men Rules out there? If you are X-Men, you got to shoot me your address so I can send you your patch, buddy.
I don't see a comment from him.
Oh, Tony, I need yours too. And HD, yours are sitting up north waiting for you.
Yeah, Rebel doesn't ever tell me anything.
Well, I just did. You can pick him up at his house. Go knock on his fucking door. Piss him off.
I can't just knock on his door. I have to make sure I'm invited, or
Yeah, I know. But no, see, this is the thing. I'm inviting you to go get your patches. Knock on his door. Right? Jerk don't want to be in Tony's chat? Well, guess what? Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I'm supposed to open link because people ain't getting chat links, whatever. So if you
Oh, no. Don't post the open link, dude. Really? You don't want to
I'll kick people out. I'll kick motherfuckers out if I don't like them. I'm just trying to do it because G ain't get his link, Custom Black ain't get his link, and...
Well, let me see if I can go send G his link, and G's good at sending other links. You just had to add us, Tom.
DJ Alkaline also. I sent all three of them fucking multiple invites since we started, and all three of them haven't got shit.
Alright, hold on.
Oh.
Let me see if I can get G.
I told G to just come in as a dragon.
So, HDP, what the hell is going on with that shit in Pahrump?
Nothing. I mean, it's kind of hard to play it. Did you see Colonel Potter's video the other day?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
It's kind of been off the radar because the BLM's really shut up.
They announced that they fucking arrested Cliven's son. They had that.
Well,
shit
that has
all
nothing to
over.
do with the BLM though.
Yeah, the BLM's the one that arrested him, and the BLM's
For
like,
DUI?
No, he was out there doing like some type of what's it called when you got like a tour bus type shit. I guess he was out there, and he wasn't near. I don't think he was near the ranch. He was somewhere else on BLM land, and they took him in on a fucking outstanding drug warrant or some crazy shit. But
That
it was
was
BLM.
on today. I saw it.
It was all over. Yeah, the BLM was the one that he was out there on BLM land or whatever, and they're the one that pulled him over and maybe.
Well, that's breaking today, so that's kind of newest.
But that's all over the news because they're trying to. Every time they'll be like, "Oh, what is it? Often disputed rancher Clive."
Well, yeah, and that's the way the media likes to play, right? So they'll bring up the whole. They do it anytime a cop shoots somebody, right? The motherfucker better not have a past, right? Because they're going to bring up every single thing. And anytime they're going to mention a Bundy name now, they're going to bring up the situation with the feds at the ranch.
Dude, these motherfuckers on talk radio today try to compare the fucking Westboro Baptist shit and Bundy together.
Well, that's because they're stupid. And there's a lot of stupid people out there.
They were defending Muslims, and they were like, look at how Christians are. Fucking, there's extreme religion, extreme Christians, and they were saying Westboro, and they were saying Bundy. And
okay, Tony, you really got to stop. You know what? Put on some Rush Limbaugh or some shit because you got to stop listening to liberal talk radio, bro.
Yeah.
Dude,
Bar is not for you.
I'm at work. I had to hear that shit as these motherfuckers on there, and like the whole point is that like Muslims are fucking shit up and everything like that, and you got like Muslim sympathizers on there.
Because they're stupid. They don't realize they're going to be the first targets for the Muslim, right?
Exactly, Mule. That's the thinning of the herd, my brother.
Yeah.
The thinning of the herd. They're going to go the first.
And it's funny, and it's the stupid. I mean, you can't listen to can't argue with stupid. The only thing that fixes stupid runs at about 1,100 feet per second. It can go a little slower, and it's right behind the ear.
Can I give you an example? Can I really give you a fucking example? And the example is that motherfucker that came out and said that, yeah, well, I had to lie to the American public to push this Obamacare on the American public because they wouldn't fucking listen or they wouldn't go with it. So we had to lie to them in order for them to pass it. Well, guess what? The ones that passed it are the fucking first ones of the herd that are going to be fucking thinned.
Oh, yeah, man.
They had this motherfucker on the radio. They had clips of Obama talking about how he ate fucking dog in Indonesia or some shit like that.
I hate people bringing that up.
And then
See, that's the kind of shit.
Hold on. But not only that, I guess they had some other clips they were playing, and he was like, "I'm not gonna discuss my Muslim faith, and I'm not gonna discuss my Christian faith, or some shit like that." And it was just, I don't know. You know how they clip shit together, and it's just like it just made me hate that motherfucker even more.
Yeah, but see, I don't give a shit if the dude ate a dog. Really?
Yeah, that's an irrelevant argument. That has nothing to do with anything, because there's people in America that are Americans that eat dog.
Yeah.
So, backgrounds and from other Asian countries, it's
Yeah.
food. It's like Americans, most of us in here, your grandparents or great-grandparents ate horse at some point in time.
Yes.
Or before
Shit,
that.
I've ate horse. I've ate dog. I've ate cat. Go to fucking Mexico and go eat a street vendor.
Oh
You don't know what
man,
the fuck you're
you
eating.
guys are fucking like infidels.
Dude, I eat pig.
I think I hate when people bring that up like it means anything.
You know what? The only thing that fucking I agree with Muslims is I don't like cops. You know.
Yeah, no, but see, no. Muslims don't not like cops. What the fuck are you talking about?
They
They
don't,
put out
Your whole fucking.
they don't like pork.
Oh.
Yeah.
Christ. Do I have to title it the drunk chat?
Well, no, hold on a second, Tony. But it confused me because they do love that kind of pig. You know, most of them are very into rules and regs and follow. They just want to be on top, right? They want to make the rules and regs.
Well, yeah, look at what was in Afghanistan back in in the 90s. The Sharia police essentially they policed everybody for Sharia law.
Yeah. And you know what? Law and order is going on right now in all the ISIL occupied lands. It's Sharia law and order put in by this supposed caliphate. And
Can
it's
we talk about though? Like, can we have a serious discussion on, like, and not trying to be funny, but maybe a little bit of funny? How gay are these guys? Like, on a fucking scale of 1 to 10, how gay? We're not talking about bitch made, pussy gay. We're talking about homosexual. How gay are these guys? Why do they hate women so bad? You know what I mean?
Well, see, we'd have to get into a long theological discussion on that, right? And because a lot of it's cultural, a lot of stuff that's not in the Quran people follow, right? With like this whole fucking burqa bullshit.
Dude, if I fucking was stuck in another time and Christians were doing this to women, like treating women bad, like the way.
Oh, you mean like 150, 200 years ago? What? I mean,
yeah, I'd be mad at them motherfuckers too. Yeah, I'd be mad at them motherfuckers, and I'd ask the question of them. I'd be
you got my link. Good, DJ.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, and can't get in a goddamn chat.
Holy fuck, that looks like that dude looks like fucking car fucking carrier.
No, that's DJ Alkali one of the originals, one of the Rollins.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's my man DJ. What's up, Trav?
What's up, yo, man? That gun's looking sick, bro.
It is, man. His gun, Colin's gun, not mine.
It's looking good, man.
It is. It's looking nice, man. I gotta tell you, I got one second off subject before I go jumping on the Muzzy thing again. But I really do gotta say the gun community the community of YouTube is an amazing thing.
I'm just glad you guys finally decided to join the dark side.
Well, he did.
Still, it's North Carolina.
You know
But
what
you
AR
will
stands
see
for,
me
man?
on video
Another
shooting it. So.
Dude, motherfuckers are.
AR just stands for another receipt.
But hey, Tony, here's the thing: is it's more of a cultural thing, and it's kind of a backward cultural thing, right? When you look at what some of these
culture is not cool. Everything. If somebody could tell me something good that's good about being Muslim, yeah. I mean,
okay, so let me explain something to you. Okay, Iraq before we invaded was a secular country in the Arab world that, while there were extremist Muslims, the fundamentalists, most of them weren't. Right? So it was a very open society. Same with Iran, right? Before the troubles in the 70s, right? It was a very open culture that was a Muslim culture, and it was very open. The Muslims were moderate, what we would consider moderate Muslims.
I know. So was fucking Syria, and so was
Lebanon. right? The pearl of the
Yeah,
Middle East.
I know this. So, I mean, are we blaming America's fucking actions for these fools being radical?
No, because there's so many. There's so many reasons. It's not just ours. It's not just us, right? That causes this kind of shit to happen. It's their own oppressive regimes which encourage it, right? It's you know, and we don't help
divided
them
all
back.
that shit, though, back in the day.
But
We
that's the
divided all
problem.
that shit and said who was going to run
It
what.
wasn't we, it was Britain.
Well, you know.
That's part of the problem, right? It was originally Britain, right? You go back 100, 150 years ago, all these countries that are blowing the fuck up and all radicalized, right? Once were British colonies or Western colonies that we ended up stepping into after World War II and dealing with, right? Before World War II, we didn't have our nose all through the fucking Middle East. Right? We went into back the British, who lost all their fucking power. They were done, but they were done after World War I. And it took fucking World War II to finish them kicking and screaming, and we picked up the ball because our parent told us so. That's why I'm not a giant jolly old Britain fan, right? Because they still think they're fucking mommy and daddy to America.
Irish deal, come on.
Could you say that maybe that was the only reason those fools were any type of civilized for a while after that?
Was the Brits
Yeah.
and the openness of the society? Yeah, it was. And then the problem was that the regimes that we backed that opened it for some harshly dealt with anybody that was on the opposite side of whatever religion they stood for, right? They called themselves open and secularist and then slammed on the opposite sect that they didn't like. Right, you saw that with fucking Gaddafi. You saw it with Saddam. You see it in Saudi Arabia. You see it in these half-assed, almost a real country, but they're not because they start picking on their fucking minorities. Right, and that's what drives people into shit like the Muslim Brotherhood, the Wasabi religion over in fucking Saudi Arabia, which is the biggest troublemakers around. Right, that Wasabi sect. Now, any Muzzies who need my address, just PM me, and you can come try and jihad my ass.
That's what makes me think that, like, the only part of that whole Paris thing is a false flag. Is like real motherfuckers died, all that kind of shit, but that would be the false flag. Like, there could be a bunch of Muslim false flags. Like, that fucking Boston bombing is so fake. It's insane. But
But
if you
what do
get
you
the
mean?
people
Okay,
to
but I'm
hate
trying to understand.
Muslims, if you get the American people, if you get the world to hate Muslims, then there's always a boogeyman, right?
Yeah, they have to have a boogeyman.
Yeah,
And the Muslims are the boogeyman because nobody knows who these guys are. Nobody
they're
knows.
the current ones, which is crazy because you're really opening up a shithole can of worms when you understand that half of fucking Asia is Muslim.
And,
Okay.
and we're funding half of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We won't even get into that. Remember when they were talking about those airdrops that were, they were mistakenly airdropping shit to ISIL,
Yeah.
right? Well, it turns out it wasn't so much of a mistake, and it's come out, but nobody wants to ever talk about that shit.
Right. It's brushed under the rug.
Well, and that's the funny thing. No, it's not even brushed under the rug anymore. You know, it's talked about, right? Or the information's put out there, knowing that they can drift the fucking conversation, they can manipulate the conversation any way they want, right? And that's when that's when the shit usually lights off in America, when shit like that drops off. That's when all of a sudden on the news they're talking about somebody who got killed recently.
No, you're
Or a
right.
white woman
You're right. They
disappeared.
go by popular demand. They go by popular opinion, and they push that shit for popular opinion so they can go to the direction that they actually want.
Mm-hmm. But they do trickle out the information. See, that way they get to say we're transparent. Well, we put the information out. We never told anybody where it was at. It was published in a small newspaper in fucking South
Right.
Dakota. You know,
Yeah.
But we did put it out there.
Yeah, small snippet, very small snippet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then you have to go find searching down the information with the Freedom of Information Act.
Yeah.
And then they tell you to fuck off and it's all redacted.
Well, it's like that. The Bundy Ranch started out as a small snippet, right?
Yeah. until the alternative media, us and people like us, many people like us, right,
Very
heard that, fell across that small snippet and started sharing it, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden that share became a, hey, I'm going to put a call out to any militiamen who want to come out and have
How
a
about this?
barbecue.
Is this weird to anybody? Is this weird to anybody?
And people took the call.
Yep.
Was there any? There was no mainstream media up on that highway with us.
No, remember the TV van in the middle of the street, right in the median. They were in the median.
That would just be the Fox guy, the local
No,
Fox
it was
guy.
NBC. It was NBC. Go back and check your videos. You got them in your background.
But that's it, right? There was no. I mean, nobody. They were sitting right
Yeah, I
there.
think that was the only TV.
There was nobody down on the bottom or anything like
Just
that.
InfoWars.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure there may not have been people that you saw, but there's people grabbing footage, because I saw footage on media from that angle of on the floor. Now, it may have been shit they stole off of YouTube.
And there was the other guy going across the bridge right over the underpass.
Yeah, just because here's the way those things work, Tone. They'll send a dude out with a camera to get B-roll.
There was a guy that actually interviewed the guy from Idaho who actually got
It was just weird though for all the media that was there that there was like nobody up on the thing. Like maybe.
Well, think about it. You really think those? I mean, these are not fucking war correspondents. They're not going to stand there and go, "Oh shit, somebody's shooting."
Oh, it's out of Vegas. That is cover hookers and.
Yeah, it ain't the Battle of fucking Bull Run where they're going to pull up a lawn chair and watch and film
That's
it.
how Bull Run went down, right? It was a picture.
They don't want to produce any kind of fucking footage that's going to be anti-government. They want it all pro-government.
Right, that's why, remember, the shot they shown, besides you, because you wanted to be Mr. Motto, right? But that clown that, was laying down behind the guy from California with the California AR. California AK, right?
Yeah, Idaho.
That's the only real person they show all the time when they're talking about, look, they were pointing guns at the feds. It's the only one dude.
Yeah.
A California AK, doesn't that say Super Soaker or something on the side of it?
No, you can tell
It's got a pink tip on it.
Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to take all my ARs and paint the tips orange.
Yeah, exactly.
Before, I think I seen him the day before, the day.
Put him on the muzzle brake, right?
Exactly.
He's in the same frame as you. He was up there at the
Hey,
intersection.
Trav, did you see that sick knife Eric got? Fucker.
Oh, yeah, dude. Hey, you know that muzzle brake he got for his pistol?
Oh, dude, that thing. And yeah, okay, I'm a little jealous of that thing.
There's one on my silver AR. He sent me one to test out. There's only like 3 of them in existence.
You got to put up some videos shooting that, because that new muzzle brake that he's gotten for the giveaway and his pistol, dude, that thing shoots so flat. Everyone.
I'm telling you this. There is no reason, looking at that muzzle brake, that it should do what it does. Like, it has no top ports, nothing. There is some kind of black magic involved with that thing, because, dude, I took the pistol out in the back field back here and cracked off a few rounds out of it with it. And, dude, it is the best muzzle brake I've ever felt on an AR-15. I mean, it just works. It is. I know most people ain't going to throw down $2.5 bills for a damn comp, but, dude.
Well, you know what? When enough people throw down $2.5, it's going to end up being $1.50.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think
when-
that this guy's a small company, and he is literally one-offing these things and having to develop them. So there are, like I said, there's only 3 or 4 of them even in existence right now.
Yeah, but what's the sound resonance?
Let's just say this: you don't want to be standing left or right of it when it goes off, but if you're behind it, it's minimal. Like, it puts you in this cone of silence. Like, it blasts all the blast away from you, but the guy standing next to you is gonna fucking hate you.
Really?
Let's just say this: you know those big pool noodles they have, the big foam pool noodles?
Yeah.
Soak one of them in fucking like concrete or something, and whack somebody in the chest with one's about what it feels like when it goes off.
Ah, that's funny. Well, remember, a lot of us have used the 74 brake, and
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
Amplify a 74 brake by a few times, and that's basically what you get out of this.
Oh,
I mean,
so like it feels like a 50 brake, because you ever feel one of the ones?
Yeah, dude, it does. It basically does just what a 50 brake does, man. It throws everything to the sides and back just a little. So it drives the gun forward so it mitigates all the recoil. It keeps the muzzle down. Like I said, you don't want to be to the left or right. Like, I fired one of them off at the range one day, and the dude walks up and goes, "Is that a goddamn 308?" I was like, "No, it's a 223." He's like, "That fucking thing's loud."
So you're not hiding with that break. Okay.
No, you're not going to hide with it, dude. That thing is nothing. I mean, those brakes like that, they are nothing but compensators, man. I mean, they do what they do, but it's going to blow flames and all that, but it's not going to move. So.
Well, that was my AR-15 break. Now we can get back to talking about what's really going on. Oh, and we are being brought to you tonight by Mohammed's House Barbecue Pit.
Get
Right?
the
A mecca for good barbecue.
Yeah, where is that fucking? I wanna fucking screenshot that bitch. Where is
Hold on,
that?
I'll go find it. I gotta remember where I put it.
Put it as your green screen.
I will.
Green. Okay, J Watt.
You've got to try their new bacon bowls. They're great.
You gotta try the bacon hummus. It's to die for.
And if you act now, for only $7.99 with your meal, you can actually get a prayer rug embroidered with bacon slices.
Tony,
Yeah.
what's the catchphrase?
So good, makes you want to jihad your mama.
That's right, brother.
Did you say pork balls or pork bowls?
Pork bowls. Get your head out of the gutter.
I live in Dayton. My head stays in the gutter. When you gotta drive past fucking porn shops and strip clubs all day, you know, kind of fucks you up a little bit. I got PTSD.
From being on a sub. Just fucking with you, brother.
Oh, I did it for up.
Well, I'm trying to play like it's a nice town, though.
I'm supposed to be out there the fucking 13th of next month.
You know, like, it's weird, because if you go to Boulder City, it's a dry city or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. It's always been that way ever
There's a
since.
casino down
Before Boulder City, there's a casino.
Hmm.
Yeah. I don't think there was, like, no bars or anything in Boulder City, because that's where all the dam workers back in the day, that's where they were all stationed at. That's where everybody lived. So they had to take their ass to Vegas if they wanted fucking hookers and gambling. But the mining or the fucking dam people, whatever the fuck, they didn't want them. They didn't want them fucking around in town. They wanted them to work. But, you know, Vegas was only so far. Still kind of far though back in the day.
I'm trying to get out there on the 13th, around the 13th of fucking February.
I'll be here as long as it's not Valentine's Day.
Well, the 14th is Valentine's Day, dude.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to take some trips here soon. Trying to go back to Virginia and spend a little time back there.
You going to northern VA or southern VA?
Oh,
Yeah, it's really on the
so
east coast, right?
yeah,
Not in the west.
I'll be in Norfolk.
No, you'll be on the other side of the state.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll do that, and then I'll drive up to fucking. I'll drive through Richmond. I ain't got no business in Richmond, but I'll stop in D.C. You know, go do a video in front of the White House, and probably shoot up to Bmore, or maybe I'll go to Bmore before then. They're both right there. Then go up to Philly, and then go up to New York, and then fly home. I love the East Coast. I hate how fucked up it is and everything like that, but as a kid, I was always fascinated with, like, New York and all that shit before I ever went there. So when I finally got to go to New York and everything, I wasn't disappointed. So I was telling HDP back in the day I was like a liberal guy, so. But I know I still do, like, I love the East Coast, you know? There's, like, so much culture just from Virginia to New York, it's insane. I mean, there's nothing here in Vegas. Vegas doesn't have a culture. They have a culture of degenerates. That's about it.
I miss the East Coast for a lot of the history. I mean, that's where America started, you know? Those 13 colonies, you know, that's where all of that deep American cultural history is, and I miss it, and it amazes me that that's where the spread, that's where we're losing it from, right? It's infecting the rest of the country from there and from the left coast, right?
Dude,
But it really started, liberalism and the fucking up of liberalism started right there in the East Coast in those Ivy League towers.
Yeah,
and a long time ago.
Mule, you'd love it, man. My town's doing it right. The oldest building in my town is a tavern.
Yeah.
And it's been a tavern ever since its inception.
Sweet. I miss the East Coast. I mean, tons of history. I was talking to my kids about, we were talking about hallowed ground, and I used Gettysburg to describe it, right, and the battlefields of the East Coast. When you step on there as an American who understands history, you walk on some of these places where men died, and you feel it. You know? If you don't, I don't know what's wrong with you, but I do. I can
Dude,
tell.
you walk onto the field at Gettysburg, man. Just imagine the killing fields, man. I mean, it's sobering to step out on the field at Gettysburg.
Yeah.
I go through every little nook and cranny when I'm out on the East Coast. I go everywhere. I got family in Dover, so I go to Delaware too. I go everywhere, dude, and everything. I mean, the food to me, the food just out there alone is fucking awesome. All up and down the East Coast, from Virginia to New York. I haven't been.
Pulled pork, son. Recognize.
Yeah, I guess I gotta throw in North Kakalaki in there.
North Kakalaki.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Better know that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Fredericksburg battlefield and the Chancellorsville, following Stonewall Jackson's last battle. That's pretty intense. Learn Stonewall Jackson's story.
North Carolina's slow. That's all I know about North Carolina. It's like you leave Virginia and you go to North Carolina.
Everything's slow compared to Vegas. What are you talking about?
No, I mean when you go from D.C. then you go to fucking like southeast Virginia, and it's kind of laid back, but still kind of like they still got Norfolk and Newport News there. It's still kind of like a big city, but you fucking go across the border to North Carolina, and it's just woo. We used to go down there because we'd have to drive through there and go get fireworks in South Carolina. It was crazy. Like stepping back.
Yeah, you're driving down to south of the border to pick up your fireworks, man.
Right? Yeah. That's funny. I was talking to a lady from Pennsylvania. She brought up, she's like, you ever been south of the border? And just random. So I was like, you mean the place in South Carolina? She's like, yep. I'm like, oh, yeah. Who hasn't taken a stop on 95?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
You know
I
what
lived
the
in
worst
Orlando.
part is, though? The worst part is being told that the good fireworks are in North Carolina. So you go to North Carolina and you're driving, you see some random ass people selling fireworks like all year round, and you're all excited and shit. You go up there and they're like, no, that's not here.
No, the good fireworks are in Tennessee, man.
Dude,
Dude, I drove up to Virginia Beach from Orlando, and I lived down there, man, and I lost count at like 140 billboards for that damn south of the border place.
Yeah. Yeah, they have billions of them. But
dude, I bet you South Carolina's got to be a cool ass place to live. I wouldn't mind living there.
I
Depends on
gotta
what
admit,
part.
I bought fireworks from fucking south of the border.
Dude, the Tennessee line is like 10 minutes from my house, dude. I just drive across into Tennessee and buy whatever I
Oh
want.
no, dude, we jump into Pennsylvania or head down south. Then we pick up and we take it back to New York City because fireworks have been illegal in New York City forever. So what's a great way to make money? Selling fireworks in New York City.
Now they just choke you and kill you for that shit.
Well, that's where it's so funny with the bullshit with them outlawing all this crap. All you do is create a black market that makes it more expensive, and it brings in, because you've now made a criminal element of people, and they will come in and still break they don't give a shit about the law.
Well, dude, with all the major crime that goes down in New York City, really, they've got to put cops on the beat to worry about people selling, like, loose fucking cigarettes and fireworks and shit? I mean, come on.
Yeah,
seriously?
Well, I mean, look at it. Now, the cops haven't been doing it on the streets here for the past, like, couple of weeks, right? And New York's noticing the fucking drop in income already, so they're threatening the cops that they have to go back to work and start giving out these fucking quality of life tickets again. You know, now what do you think the American people are going to think about that after having 3 weeks off from that shit? Right? Well, but New Yorkers, I don't know, man. They seem to like to take it with the ass.
Dude, I was just up in New York like 2 months ago, man. It's a beautiful city. I mean, me and my wife went, you know, with some other YouTubers, went up and spent the day in Manhattan, went to the 9/11 memorial and all that. And it's beautiful, man. It's cool, but just the whole time I'm there, I'm thinking, I feel like my fucking freedom is gone just standing on this island. I can't carry my knife. I can't carry my fucking gun. I'm like,
Who's telling the story of Francis?
It's ridiculous,
I understand, man. And you know what? And that's where I was born, right? I could, if I had been there, I'd take you up to the hospital I've been born. I could take you to buildings I grew up in Manhattan. You know what I mean? And I can't go back there because I don't feel safe.
No, I don't see how anybody does, man. I mean, it's.
And I grew up there, and when I walked around those streets, I was always armed. So what would make me think I'm going to go back there and not? I'm going to trust the cop on the beat, the same motherfucker that's been doing that. Finally, America notices that they treat the citizens like shit. You know what I mean?
Yup. Dude, that's one thing that kills me about Virginia, man. This state, I mean, I pretty much grew up in this state, man, and it used to be a conservative Republican stronghold, man, very free state. Now that the Democrats are taking over the state, man, they're just trying to whittle away at the freedoms here, man. I mean, they're already instituted a 5 cent a gallon extra tax on gas here. Every year, one of them tries to take some kind of our gun rights away from us.
Damn, I can't find that Mohammed.
They're trying to institute, actually, one of the guys I voted for, one of the main conservatives in the state, is trying to institute a state sales tax on internet sales now.
Yeah, wouldn't surprise me. I mean, look at it. Up in, I think it's California, Northern California, right? An area that I watched this video, and they were trying to impose a new tax on hiking boots and binoculars and cameras and shit like that, to help supposedly the environment for trails and shit, because they don't want the conservationists and the hunters to be the only ones that pay for this shit. They don't want them to pay for it at all. They want to be able to ban it in these areas. But they can't, because the only way they can get shit done, the only money that comes in, is from hunters and the conservation people who want to keep the hunting land.
Oh, what's funny is around here, man, nobody, like, they always bitch about wanting to, the state raise money or whatever, or people complaining about stuff getting tore up in the woods around here. The Appalachian Trail is 10 minutes from my house. We have mountain bike trails here, hiking trails, hunting, all that. But the only people that actually go up and go in the woods and decide to take care of this shit, it ain't the fucking tree huggers, it ain't the damn, environmentalist freaks that, always bitch that my damn mountain bike is gonna fucking kill some damn weed somewhere. It's fucking us that decide to volunteer our time, walk our asses up these trails, clear these trails out, make the plant life better, dig drainage ditches so the trails don't get washed out, and actually take care of the places. And all we get is these fucking triggers. You shouldn't allow mountain bikers or motorcycles to ride up there. They're gonna destroy the trees.
Well, they're saying the same thing about hunters, right? And and any place that there's public hunting, they get all pissy and bitch and ass hurt over hunters going out there, right? Look at California. Lead shot is going to kill everybody, so you can't have lead shot
Oh
in
yeah,
California, right?
dude.
And it turns out, no, not so much, right? It turns out that's kind of wrong, but because it was all fucked up, research. But they don't ever want to go back and look at research that doesn't agree with what they have to say.
Oh, dude, liberals' research doesn't matter. Facts don't matter. It's only about what makes you feel good. If you can complain about something that makes you feel better about yourself, it's all right. You can't argue. You can't throw facts. When you throw facts at a liberal, they just talk louder and freaking, throw their, oh, well, blah, 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 just empty facts. And, like on anything, I've dared on other YouTube channels and shit for liberals to fucking debate me on this shit. I got kicked off Moms Demand Action's Facebook page for literally being nice to a guy and saying, prove your facts to me. Argue this shit with me. Show me your facts. Show me your numbers, because I've got mine. And if you're right, I will flat out admit you're right. I will, and they won't do it, man. They just, oh, you're a child-hating gun owner. What's wrong with the world, Block?
Well, I talk to those people too, and you know what? What I usually get is the ones who have some facts that they think they can bring up, they bring up the Harvard studies and Brady studies and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And what I do is I bring up the FBI crime reports and the CDC reports, and then they shut the fuck up.
Oh, I love to bring up the crime statistics for like the UK, because they always bring up, well, the United Kingdom doesn't have any gun crime. Oh, yes, they do. But look, take away their gun crime rate. Look at their violent crime rate. Their violent crime rate is going through the roof.
There's a lot of gun crime that they don't talk about. They don't call gun crime.
Oh,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
So there's a lot of, they'll sweep shit under the rug as fast as fucking possible if they can.
Who else is in here as a dragon? We got Boozy.
Jim.
Okay, cool. That's good. You guys are in, because this shit fucking the battery died and yes.
Tony's very poorly prepared.
Yeah. Especially when you get off work, like 10 hours almost sitting at work. Come here and start drinking.
Tony never prepares for these things.
It was kind of impromptu.
I'm trying. I got one more last-ditch effort to get in the SHOT Show, but right now I am not going to SHOT Show. I got snubbed.
What do you need? Press credentials to get in?
There's a couple ways you can get in, but I got this last-ditch effort right here. I am an NRA recruiter still, technically.
He's going to go in with his NRA badge.
Tony, if you can't get in, man, send me a PM or something, dude. I know a bunch of guys heading out there. Some of them might have an extra set of press credentials.
Well, shit, I need that shit now, then. And I will have to try. Yeah, dude, the people that were supposed to get me in, they BS me till the last second. They told me today I can't do nothing for me, so it's kind of like whatever. I'm pissed, but like I'm trying every little avenue I got. So this is my
I've had a bunch of people ask me if I want to go to SHOT Show, man, and I'm like, dude, if I go to Vegas, I ain't going to a fucking 4-day gun show, dude. I'm gonna be at the fucking casino and the fucking strip club.
Yeah, that's one-day gun show shit, right? You're in Vegas, it's one day worth of gun show.
Dude, I'll go to the gun show, see what I want to go to, man, and then, dude, I'm fucking going to fucking Club Rain and all the fucking techno clubs and hear some good DJs, dude. The fucking DJ side of me's coming out.
I'd be go visiting old friends and fucking partying. So.
And the porn convention is like back to back basically, or at the same.
Guns and porn. That's America, baby.
Oh shit, man. That's America right there.
Only thing keeping America going here in Vegas, like it resembling like a free society, is money. Money is driving. Otherwise, our city would have fucking been a ghost town. If it wasn't for the vices and the freedoms, then we would have nothing. So.
But think about that. Freedom is what keeps your city running, right? The freedom to gamble, and a lot of other places it's not. The freedom to drink 24 hours a day where it's not in a lot of states, a lot of places, right? The freedom to deal with prostitution, even though technically, quote unquote, not in Clark County, technically, quote unquote, but
Dude, them girls are working all day long. I have to drive up one of the strips that's where they're all at all day long. I gotta drive. Them girls are working all the time. You know,
Yeah, and
fucking.
that's not including the
They
ones that
got,
you call.
dude. They got a fucking dispensary right next to one of the biggest gun stores here in Vegas. I'm not gonna say which one, but they got the weed
You
dispensary.
mean the gun store?
No, not that one.
Oh, okay.
But there's another one. But yeah, dude, the dispensary's right next to. You know what I mean? It's a police state, but I don't know. It's weird.
Dude, you want to gamble in this fucking state or Tennessee, man, you got to go to an Indian reservation.
Yeah, see, but in Vegas, I mean, it's as close to freedom as you got, right? They don't fuck with you over the stupid shit. They let you basically do what you want as long as you ain't hurting nobody.
Yeah, there's a lot, like, there's a heavy, like, police presence, and then the military, like, has lost their fucking minds in the last couple years, but...
Yeah, but that really only affects the locals, right? It doesn't affect the tourists. The tourists don't notice that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
they don't notice fucking, people go to Cuba and don't notice fucking Fidel's clowns.
As much as I hate the cops out here, dude, I've watched the cops out here let so much shit slide that would never go. Like, say, when I lived in Virginia, some of the most strict dickhead fucking cops ever was the cops in Virginia. And, it's night and day. Like, these cops out here will let a lot more shit slide, I mean, there's dickhead officers, but...
Dude, the bad thing around here, man, is you get, and now don't get me wrong, I'm friends with some cops. I know some really good ones, some really good people. But you get a lot of these fuckers that join the fucking police force around here because either A, they're on a power trip, or B, they were too fucking stupid to go to college or do something else. They decided they could go for criminal justice and get a fucking degree for this or that and become a cop. But you get a lot of them are just on a goddamn power trip and want to fucking, flex their damn muscle, man. Those are the dicks around here.
Yeah, but out here, there's like, even though there's the dickhead cops, like, I've literally been pulled over, and I didn't even drive nowhere. I had just got in my car, and these fucking cops rolled up on me. I wasn't in a bad neighborhood, but I guess they felt whatever. But I had like a bowl. I had a fat ass little nug enough for a fat ass bowl, and I had a piece. And I remember the fucking one being like the rookie young fucking dickhead cop, and then like the vet was with him. And the fucking kid, I could hear him fucking whispering, "I want to take this motherfucker down. He's got weed, blah blah blah," like straight out of a movie. And I remember the vet being like, I couldn't even hear the vet because he just wasn't even talking loud enough like the little cocksucker was. So they came back and he was like, "Yo, you're gonna have to stop on the weed." The veteran was doing all the talking. You could see the little rookie was all pissed and shit. The vet was all like, "Stop out the weed." He's like, "Here, take it." And he didn't even take my pipe. He's like, "Here, take the pipe." He didn't want the fucking pipe. He made me squish out the little fat ass nug, which I was mad about. But you know what I mean? Out here, like, they gotta let a lot of shit else. I don't know. It's different because I've lived other places. I mean, if you live in Vegas and then you live other places, then you know, because out here,
because they let it all slide because they got to let it slide on the tourists. So for the most part, they let it slide on everybody because they like. Vegas was started by crooks, right? It was a small little Mormon outlet until the fucking gangsters showed up, right? We all know the story, with Bugsy and all the rest of the bullshit.
Las Vegas Metro Police wasn't even started till I think the mid '70s.
Yeah. Right. So why? Because they each had their own little fiefdoms and their own little, casino cops basically, and the sheriffs, right? And the cops still hold that attitude that they understand the only way that Vegas works is by letting people be as free as possible, and as long as you don't hurt nobody, they don't fuck with you. You can OD in Vegas. You can get any drug you want within 10 minutes in your casino, in your hotel room.
Yeah, like, it's literally, like, I've seen people, like...
Yeah, there's a dude on call downstairs.
Dude, fucked out of their minds. As long as you're not putting hands on nobody, pretty much, you're not going to go to jail. But the minute...
Wild Wild West. in
The
the
minute
desert.
you fight with your chick, the minute you fight with another person, you know what I mean? Or, you know, like say you're walking, other tourists are walking down the street and they're feeling threatened and the cops get called in because, you know, I mean, that's possible too. But, dude, it's damn near like Mexico out here. You can fucking drink until you drop. As long as you're not fucking hurting nobody else, you're pretty much good. I mean,
And that's why I say you're in the freest place in America. Almost.
almost. If we had Arizona's gun laws, we would be complete.
Yes. Yes. If you had open carry in your state, that would be the cherry on the pie.
Concealed
But
carry.
otherwise, I mean, the same applies up to Reno, the
We
chillest
have-
little city.
We
You
have
know?
open carry. We're what constitutional carry is what he's talking about. It's
Yeah,
still- it's not
constitutional
permanent.
carry is what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah, you already have open carry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just the only reason why they can't call it constitutional carry is because you have to get a license to conceal, right?
The whole state is
Right.
open carry?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you guys are as close as it is. That's why your battleground state is really truly the battleground, right? Even with Bundy and all the rest of the shit on these lands that are, and I agree with you guys that the attention brought, right, in the local areas has slowed the Fed roll on that land grab. For now, for the moment.
Hey, G, can you send me the link for this chat in that little thingy that I just beat you with, if you got it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need the link in there because I'm going to text the link to somebody because they can't get in. I'm trying to get
ABG?
last in here.
ABG? Huh?
Yeah, I can't get them in here. I said, dude, that's the thing. I said,
I got it.
when we started the chat, I did all the bartenders. I said,
I
G,
got it.
Well, let G try it. Let G
I got
try it. G seems to work the magic, you know?
yeah, because G didn't get his links. DJ Alkaline didn't get his links.
Yeah, dude, I actually had to go to my Gmail account and actually click on Hangouts to actually see the invite.
I'll get it to you right now, man.
Dude, it didn't come through my Gmail or through my damn Google page. It didn't come through YouTube, nothing.
And here's the deal. I'm going to save everybody a little video.
KJV got it right now.
I might not be doing a chat tomorrow night now that Tony started this one up tonight. We talked about my subjects.
I got it right now, KJV. I just sent it.
Well, of course we had to start up a chat because High Desert's in town. So
I know. And, man, I like the video driving in, watching the helicopters, right?
Oh, you had a video up already?
No, I'll tell you that tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what was that the other day? Or was that today?
Those are the Grand Canyon helicopters.
No. You want my video.
Hey, Mule,
I think I texted you
Yeah,
about it.
what's up, Trev?
check this out, man. I ain't even showed this on YouTube yet.
No, probably the other
Got to
one.
pick up the lower for it, man. But got the retro up.
Team build going.
Yeah, got the retro upper completely done.
Is that a pencil barrel or a heavy barrel?
It's a heavier barrel. It's a government profile. It's not the thin one, but it's not the H bar either. It's just a.
Okay.
But it is the sight tower is for. It's not a flat top sight tower. It's actually for a carry handle. So.
Right.
But-
So it's the A1 sight tower.
Yeah, that's the A1 sight tower. It's actually an A2 sight tower, but.
Yeah, well, that works with if you're throwing it on a flat top. It still works. At least this one did. I looked
Yeah,
at it.
It'll still work. The flat top one is just a little taller. You have to adjust the sight a little bit if you use the
Yeah.
carry handle. But these are actually late 1960s, early 1970s. These are really hard to find.
Did you get one of those Royal Tiger ones or?
No, these were from a guy found these from a surplus company out in California. Actually had
Yeah.
some surplus ones.
There's been a few of those surplus kits rolling around.
Yeah, these were out of a surplus kit, and then it's a
Yeah.
Rock River upper A2 carry actual carry handle upper.
Right. Well, some of those kits were rolling around with the uppers on them too.
Yeah, and then
Just no
this
barrel.
is one of the coolest parts. The actual it's not a duck bill. It's actually the first generation. It's actually pre-duck bill.
Right.
But
Oh, that's gonna be a fun build. Now, are you gonna build a 6.8 like everybody's getting into?
nah, dude, I'm not.
SAR guys.
I'm thinking about building another pistol and chamber it in 7.62 by 39.
Yeah.
I'll put the link in the internal as well.
I don't know, dude. I really want a 9mm, but I
Did we
wouldn't
lose
mind.
him?
I don't know. They're pretty expensive to build, but
Lost Wild Iron, huh? Yeah.
I'm really thinking about building another like a 7 or like a 10-inch barreled pistol, just like the one I've already got, but build it into a AK round one.
Real quick, KGB, I sent it to your Jordan little go to the bell where we always text each other. I put it right in there.
Yeah, let me go do some hellos. My turn to shout out. Well, no, I'm not
Yeah.
under as the Dragons. So one of you Dragons got to do the shout outs.
We got 30 people. You don't want to do them, HD?
Right? HD's been doing a good job tonight with the shouts.
Yeah, that's why I asked him if he wanted to do it.
I don't know. He's muted. You guys are muted. You know that, right, Tony?
Yeah, we're watching a video he did. I'm just telling him how all day. So I didn't even get to tell him yet. There was yesterday was I guess I think it was yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was MiGs in the sky. A bunch of them. Yeah. And they were doing war games. It was the new whatever the Air Force is using. What are they using? The 22s. I think the Air Force is using the 22s, right? So the Air Force
Green against. Oh, hey, Jason Brumsfeld was out there.
Yeah, JB was on. He came on my chat Sunday night when I opened up.
The MiGs were no. I don't think they were. I don't think Russians were in joint exercise. I don't think it was that.
504
Where you
Dirt
at?
Dart was out there. What's up, Roy? How you doing, buddy? Thank you again. And we will be talking, my friend.
Where you at, KBG?
So you've been seeing those helicopters forever, Tone. Now you got other verifiable proof.
Dude, I see him all day, every day. Like, the worst part is, okay, in the Navy, I worked on 46s, I worked on 53s, which is the biggest fucking, the gunships, I guess the Air Force calls them Pablos.
Right? I know what a Pablo is.
Yeah,
53 is
so,
a
dude,
cargo.
it's a fucking huge...
Don't they call them Sea Kings or something over in the...
Basically, there's no point of seeing a fucking 53 in Las Vegas. There's no point. I mean, no point. There's no reason why I should see a 53 flying. I mean, if it was near the base, maybe still. But the Air Force isn't even using 53s. They haven't been. I don't believe that they are. I know they're not using them as gunships no more. I'm almost like 100% on that. But my point is, there should be no reason. I've never, since I lived in Vegas, ever seen a 53. And I seen one the other night, and it wasn't even near the base. I seen fucking 46s, which is the Chinooks, however people fucking want to pronounce them. I see them all the time. I see the H-60s, the Blackhawks, all the time. All the time. Sometimes they're green, and most of the time they're gray. But all the time. So I posted that little video I had the other day, and that was like little shitty leftover footage I had from the last like month or whatever. And somebody who lives here in Vegas commented, he's like, dude, you should have filmed the fucking, like, I think he said 8 to 10 that flew by, and he was in some obscure part of town or whatever where it was weird, because he was saying the same thing as me. He's like, dude, they took off out of the base, and you would think they would go north, because that's all, dude, half the fucking state is theirs. They go off base, and they used to fucking cut north. Bam. Now what they do is, they do everything in and over the city, and, I mean, I've seen them taking off and landing in the mall. I've seen them taking off and landing in the civilian airports, the hospitals. I mean, I've seen them taking off and landing everywhere and doing fucking formations over every part. I see them flying over the strip like it's a Super Bowl. I mean, it's insane what the fuck they do out here. And if you worked on all these different types of fucking aircraft, to me, it's like it's more disturbing, you know, because
That's how it is here, Tony. You come down here, I'll take you to the Navy base, and you see nothing but mad movement. Just like when you made that video and you started seeing all that movement, all that activity. That's how it is here all the time, dude. On Sunday afternoons, there's fucking Hummers with all of them loaded up, ready to go, and you see like 3 or 4 of them on 495 on a Sunday morning. So
even if you live near a military base, I think you could get like a barometer or whatever it is on what the fuck the military is doing. You know, like
you come down here, when you
can
come
always
out here,
tell.
I'll take you.
Yeah, you could always tell, like, when we were getting ready to go do some shit, because we would do workups. We would go from doing nothing to, like, we would go out for a couple weeks, then we'd fucking come back, then we fucking go out. And we were playing war games each time, until we went on deployment where we'd actually go to war. So, like, dudes are fucking doing workups all the time. Like, there's not a day that goes by where these motherfuckers are not in the sky over the city. Not a fucking day. And Custom Black, I don't know if he can vouch for my story here. The point is, they got the whole north state, and they used to fucking cut it. They would take off base, they would cut up north. They don't do that no more. They do whatever the fuck they want now.
Right. Yeah,
and it's work up.
When you come down here, I'll take you, we'll go on a little tour. I'll show you some shit.
Well, guys, I'm getting out of here, guys. I gotta go to work in the morning.
Hey, Trav.
Right.
I'll be back.
Take it, Trav. You'll feel right at home.
Say hello to the inner circle for me.
Yeah, man, I will. I'll talk to Eric tomorrow, so I'll tell everybody today.
Take care.
Catch you boys later.
Take care, bro.
Peace.
You'll feel right at home without the desert, yeah. What's up?
Dude, I had it, I swear to God, I know I got the video. I had it to where I was shooting out of the middle of the desert and the fucking Black Hawk stopped on top of me. I had that black chest rig on that I had at Bundy Ranch. I had a bunch of mag stuff in it and shit. And these motherfuckers just sat on top of me, and I was with my buddy, and his fucking dumbass left my trunk open, so my trunk was just popped open with the license plate just like showing straight up in the sky. Same asshole shit.
Don't forget about the black and red Jordans. Can't forget about the Jordans. You hear me?
What's that?
I said don't forget about the Jordans. The black and red Jordans.
Black and red Jordan.
The black and red Jordans. Your shoes.
What are we talking about? UNLV?
I don't know what he's talking about, Jordans.
I know. What that was random.
I don't know where it came from. He just brought up Jordan.
I said your black and red Jordans that you were wearing on the video.
Oh, no, they weren't Jordans. They were Nikes, but they weren't Jordans. That's why I was like, dude, I wish
because you don't remember, I made a comment on them. I was like, look at you rocking the Jordans on the shoe.
I wish I could afford some Jordans, G, for real. I think my girl might buy me some Jordans sometime. I did buy her this nice smelling perfume. I'd rather get some gun shit and some camo shit. Some gun shit and some camo shit, bro.
You're not getting no Jordans on here.
I'll get both. Get both, right, KB?
What?
He was talking about Jordans. I said I never had no Jordans because they're so expensive.
Need to get some Cochran's.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe my girl will
Get some Chuck Taylors, yo.
Maybe my girl will give me some Jordans.
Yeah.
But then I said, dude, fuck, instead of Jordans, I'd rather like have something gun related or camo related. Like,
just rock your Jordans when you're doing your shit, bro.
I'm like Rebel Solutions. Give me something in cami that looks good with my beard. Yeah, ain't fucking show up. That's his problem.
He's not here to defend himself.
Yep.
What's up, HD?
Yeah.
We're just plotting the overthrow with Tony here.
Yeah, dude. Are we ready? Is everybody ready? We know the time and the place. All we need to find out now.
Well, I'll give you like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with them G Plus links. Why nobody fucking got them? Because I sent everybody G Plus links.
I didn't get no G Plus link.
You got my link. You got my link though, right?
Are you
I got G's link. That's how I got in.
How many Google accounts do you have though, where you go in and check the notifications?
You got more than I do.
Who's that? Me? I
No.
have one.
Shit, he's got like fucking 7.
Who's that?
Custom Black?
No, you.
Oh yeah, I got like
The fuck? We all got one fucking account, HTV, and he's got like 7 of them.
No, it's not on purpose. Remember when Google fucking did their little switcheroo? They named out an account for me, and then Mule added me to the Green Dragon, so I got 3. No, you're right. I got 4. You're right. I got 4.
Yeah, I got 3 or 4. Yeah, I got 4.
Yeah, I check notifications for all 3 though. I don't even check the Tactical Anthony page. That's just a backup in case.
Well, what's your primary, dude? Because I send them to all of them.
Tactical.
Well, you told me to send them to Anthony, the AH.
Yeah, that one I've been trying to disable that, but I don't think I can.
So now, from now on, I'll just do TT702.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's that dragon here talking?
Who is that?
I'm just talking to people in the house. I don't know who the...
No. Someone else.
There's another green dragon right next to you.
Yeah, see, I'm not even in his green dragon. I just have my special green dragon symbol up.
Wait a minute.
Oh. Who is that?
Yeah,
Third?
that's me. That's Mule.
No.
Who's this cat?
We'll highlight normal.
Pork-eating crusader. Oh, 10 round. That's my boy, 10 round.
Is that 10 round?
10 round.
Still got 10 round. Sound off.
Yeah, that is weird. Somebody said it was Jim, but Jim...
No, that's 10 round Patriot. Let's see.
What the fuck's he doing? Let me text him.
He still got keys?
Is he drunk?
He's getting his keys back, yo. He's back. That's fucking 10 round, baby.
Oh, I'll text him right now. Let's see.
Where were you Sunday night, yo?
For me?
I text your ass. You better look at your phone. You don't even look at your phone.
Yeah, no, I seen that.
Yeah.
Dude,
What are you doing?
I've been sick as fuck, bro.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They hit me
I was
with
texting you when you were in the hospital, remember?
Yeah, I think I text you. Yeah, I text you back, dude.
Yep.
They shot me up with morphine, so I was all fucked up, and everybody was texting me. But
I know you felt nice and warm and fuzzy, and you were feeling good like a motherfucker.
yeah, I was fucked up though. I was hella in pain. But then I got sick from this fucking bitch in the hospital. So I've been sick since I fucking went to the emergency room. So not only was I fucking had the fucking fucked up ass stomach and kidney bullshit, I got fucking sick from this lady because she was like exaggerating. I guess she had the flu or strep throat or both or some shit, and she was just acting like she was like everybody was quiet in the ER. Everybody's waiting to be taken care of, and this bitch is moaning and groaning and crying and fucking just like coughing on everything, just like being just ridiculous. Everybody had masks on, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even tripping.
Oh, that's Jimbo. I thought that was temporary.
So anyways, I ended up having to sit in the same seat as this bitch had sat in. And I'm
That
guessing,
ain't cool, yo. That
I
ain't
know,
cool.
but I've fucking been sick since I left the hospital.
So now talk to me about the first thing that you did. Did you go to VA, like you said, like it was gonna be free, or did you go to your
No, I gotta
now
follow.
what?
I did the internet bullshit. It's you got to enroll on the internet before I can go down to the main hospital, I guess. But I got insurance.
Did you already go to the main hospital after you did it online?
No.
So when are you fucking going?
No, I guess I can probably go on Saturday, is what I hear.
But I thought you said you went there and they said, they gave you all that yada yada and fucking they said you didn't.
No,
were good.
I called them and he said I need to enroll online. My buddy told me that I could fucking just go down there
Yeah.
and spend the day down there. But I just gotta do it. I mean,
Yeah, you gotta get that check.
yeah.
You still feeling that pain? You still feeling that pain though? Like you were?
Yeah, not as bad, but
Well, that's good.
there's a lot of shit I gotta do, man. But I mean, after I'm fucking at work all day and then I gotta fucking come home and get the kids. Like, I got my couple days without the kids, but
What's your boss saying? You
I
cool?
gotta come home, I gotta get the kids. Dude, there ain't no time for me, bro. I didn't, I had to
I
miss.
know.
I missed 4 hours of work, and that's like a gang of money to me. You know what I mean?
Is the boss man cool? Is he sweating?
Yeah. I'm taking a paid holiday next week, Wednesday.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good that he's cool.
Listen,
And plus, you were still working all that week when you were hurt. I know that.
yeah, I missed like 4 hours, which sucked, but I missed 3 hours one day, and I missed an hour the next day, or the day after, so I can go to the hospital. But it is what it is, man. I'm not taking care of myself. That's what the problem is. Like,
I told you, man, our bodies are like cars, man. We gotta service them. If you don't service your shit.
dude, from April, like when I was at Bundy Ranch, I was hella exercising. I wasn't eating that bad. I was taking care of myself pretty good. Not awesome, but when I was at Bundy Ranch, I felt awesome. And then, like, ever since that point, I quit exercising. I eat bullshit. I was drinking a gang of fucking, Rock Stars and Red Bulls.
You gotta stop all that shit. You gotta drink cranberry juice, orange juice.
I do now, but
Man, you used to pound fucking Red Bulls like they were no tomorrow.
yeah, dude.
You were advertising that shit, yeah. I was like, yo, why don't you fucking video, yo? Tony be like, yo, G, he'll get into my daily chats. He's like, yo, G, check out my Red Bull, yo. Gotta get another Red Bull. My Red Bull. Then he'll get mad when he didn't have no Red Bull.
That shit's delicious. It's like crack.
Yes, sir. Especially when you put some vodka in it. Sure.
Yeah, but like that dude, that quick, I could fucking go like I think I was at 175 at Bundy Ranch. I'm all the way back up to 193 or some shit. And I'm 5'8". There ain't no reason why the fuck I should be fucking.
Oh, shit. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Come on. Wintertime, man. It's wintertime, man.
I'm supposed to be 170 at the most.
It's wintertime. You'll get it off there, buddy. Don't worry. Once that
comes
off, you'll get it off.
I feel about it. I feel like it is wintertime.
You'll run it off, yo. Once you start getting back out there and doing your running gun and your Nikes.
Growing a beard.
You know what I'm saying? Once you start running gun in your Nikes, get back on them hills, boy. Shit. Get that Mosin out, and Tony was running, boy. He was working them Nikes, boy. Them soles were hot. Them soles were hot.
We got you some boots now. Eh?
Yeah, I got boots now.
That's good.
Oh, he knows on top.
I'm tired of hearing about Nikes.
I might get another pair of Nikes.
HTP, those were special Nikes, yo. Those were fucking tactical 70s.
Those were combat quarterback Nikes.
Those Nikes got a hole in them because I ran them so hard.
Oh, Oh shit.
I got the legit one.
Yeah, when I saw his video, oh man, I was like, yo, T.
I got
Nike,
stompers here now. And I went up to the mountains. I got all types of snow on them. So they were soaked. And they're like brand new now. 'Cause they were dirty as fuck. They were like green. They're all clean now. You know how ironic life is? I got saved in my own town up on a mountain in the snow by some fools on vacation from Cuba in a Jeep.
What the fuck?
That's how ironic life is.
You can't make this up.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt.
I heard him speaking and I could hear him speaking Spanish and I was like, are you guys from, dude, for real, this is how it went. I'm going to give you a little quick, like, summary. We went into a spot we shouldn't have, and I fucking knew it, like, once we got, like, where we got. I was like...
Wait a minute, is this a dream now? Time out.
Right here, right 20 minutes out of 15 minutes.
Oh, this is like real deal happened. I thought this was a dream.
No, that shit really happened. I
Okay. I just, you know what I mean, KBG, we're just trying to fill in. I could follow. Okay, bro.
I got a happy holiday video about it.
Okay.
It was so I go on this little trail. I knew that I shouldn't have once we got down there, but everybody was having fun. Everybody was playing in the snow, and fucking we didn't even go probably like 100 feet from where we stopped after we decided to it got all icy. Anyway, we were stuck like Chuck. We were fucked, and we had ran down a ways. So stuck like Chuck.
Stuck like Chuck. I love it. Stuck like Chuck.
No, but so
I'm with you, bro.
so I had to, dude. I just happened to have my little ski poles, my little walking.
Yeah, I remember the video. Yeah, your little ski pole.
Yeah, I just happened to have them shits with me. But yeah, I had to hike. I had to hike.
Wait, you were prepared for something?
Yeah, I was prepared, huh? I even had paracord, and I haven't had paracord with me recently at all, and I just happened to have paracord, and we needed it. But I had
Especially when you're 5'8".
hike up to the main road, dude. It was cold as fuck. It was slippery as fuck, and yeah, it sucked. But I flagged down some people in a Jeep.
Oh shit!
Came down, and them motherfuckers were on vacation from Cuba.
Boy. Only you, my boy. Only you. I love it. I love it.
They saved us, bro. We would have fucking slept up on that mountain. I mean, I was prepared. I had plenty of shit.
Oh, shit. I think what Tony could eat that fucking mountain up pursuit, yeah. Fuck that. You can go through that shit like a bulldozer, boy.
Hey, I was stuck, though. Like, that fucking car I got, yeah, it wasn't going.
I thought you got 4-wheel drive, yo. Oh, you got that in 2-wheel drive.
I did too.
Oh, you dumb motherfucker.
I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm about to say, why you gotta mess
I tried to get a 4-wheel drive, but they try to do. If you get 4-wheel drive, they literally try to charge you like $3,000 to $4,000 extra.
No, I know when you were trying. I know. We went through that. We went through it. It's $4,000, dude. I told you.
Dude, I'm getting out of this. I'm getting out of it almost real soon.
You better not go back where you went. I hope.
No, we're talking about, we're going to get a Jeep.
Yeah, but don't go to that place. Don't go to that place again.
They got
Go
fucked?
to a different place. Yeah, they fucked you.
Yeah.
I don't like that place, yo. Don't like it.
That fool's #1 in cars, like in the whole
I know. He's a, I'm not going to start.
Hey, you know what? He sounds like you, G.
Oh, don't go. I know all about it, dude.
The king of cars. No, the king of cars.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he sells a lot of cars.
That's
Dodge.
the motherfucker I bought the car from.
Yeah, Tobin Dodge.
Yeah.
He was, look, when I used to sell cars for 10 years.
That's the shadiest motherfucker ever. Everybody told me, too, like my whole life. Don't ever buy a car from him. I bought a car from him.
I told you.
That's one slick ass fucking
slick. Him and the blue genie. Him and the blue genie.
Yeah, dude, the blue genie's there all the time. He just don't got his makeup on. He's in there like selling cars and shit.
Yeah. When Tony told me that 2 years ago, I was like, man.
They make a spectacle of you when they sell you a car too. It's like
Bring that back. Did you do the bong?
Yeah,
Hit the
long and shit. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but I'm gonna work on that. But yeah, it was crazy, man.
You should get a nice Ford. You should get a nice Ford 150 T. A nice 4-wheel drive 150.
Yeah,
4-door. You know what I'm saying?
I'm debating on that or a Jeep, because I could get a good deal. I could get a good deal on an F-150.
Yeah, I would get a 4-door. Get a Ford 150 4-wheel drive. Murder out
Developed.
like me.
Yeah,
And that's it. And you're good to go.
Like 90 Ann and 95 or Ann and Rancho, whatever. Until Rancho Santa Fe by Santa Fe Station. Yeah, that dealership right there. That's where they developed the Raptor.
I could see you in a nice 4-door, black 4-wheel drive Ford.
I would love to have one of them Raptors, bro.
Oh, those new front ends on those Fords are nice as shit.
Dude, I heard the new ones are like fucking like 60, 70,000.
Yeah, it all depends what you get, man. It all depends what you put in them. Chevys and GMCs, they're more.
Yeah, fuck them all. It's crazy. That Raptor though is like set apart from everybody else.
Yeah, it's.
You know the Raptor though. The Raptor got destroyed by the Ram Runner, right?
Yeah.
But the Raptor is more classy looking. And the Ram Runner had a little less horsepower.
Dude, the guys that fucking developed that shit came in with jobs because we worked for Ford, and they were telling us a story like how they developed the Raptor, and he was like they would build the truck like at the beginning of the day, and they would literally go out and try to destroy the truck, and they would come back at the end of the night or whatever, and the fucking frame would be crinkled and shit, and we'd be all fucked up and doing fucked up shit out in the middle of the desert. And they would go back and they would find out what failed to make whatever was fucked up, and they did that shit for like a couple of years.
Yeah, that's how you do it. My brother-in-law, he test drives the Corvette Stingray, so he gets to take home a brand new Corvette Stingray and just drive it around all day long and try to break it.
That's a fucking job.
Dude, dream job. He doesn't make the money you would think he should make, but he still gets to drive a Stingray.
Yeah, and he's still not quitting because at this point he don't care about money. He gets to drive Stingrays all day.
Yeah.
You can drive a Stingray.
Dude,
Then I did that job at the Speedway. I was making $300 a day to drive all the Ford supercars. The what's that? I was doing all the shows, all the titaniums and stuff like that, and the Raptors out there and whatnot. It's like a week job, but $300 a day.
Hell yeah. And gas? Shit, yeah. I'll stand around and look sexy.
Hell yeah. It was an easy-ass job, too.
Anyway, I gotta pull the pin, gents. So,
all right, brother. Take care, man.
All right.
And who knows? You know what? Keep an eye out. I might throw one up tomorrow. G might throw one up tomorrow. Who the hell knows?
No doubt.
But keep an eye out. If I do one, I will throw a lead-in video. G just kind of drops them on us. But Tony does too. So we'll talk to you guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, bro.
Later,
Good night, Neil. Take care.
That Corvette Stingray to me is the hottest car that's out. I don't
bro, dude. I rode in that thing, and oh my god, the compartments, bro. It's like a 007 car, bro. You could hide shit in there, no one will find it. Nobody. Rev match. It's ridiculous.
That car is insane. When I pull up to that car, I'm at the Chevy dealers all day. I deliver to all day. And
I like the Z06 myself.
Dude, I mean, to me, the Camaros are bullshit.
I hate the Camaro. They look like shit.
Even the hottest fucking Camaros they got,
they look junk.
Not the SS, but the one above the SS.
I don't like them. I don't like them, dude.
The one above the SS.
Which one's above the SS?
I don't like any of the Camaros.
There's another one above the SS.
The RRS or the RSR. Or
Those are the lower versions. The SS, there should be one. The SS, it's around 600 horsepower. It was at, when it came out, the fastest car.
Is it the Z28?
I think the Z28 is just a sports package. It's not faster. It doesn't have more horsepower. It has a different suspension.
I think the Challenger.
Those cars are fucking garbage, man.
But at its time, but when they came out, the SS, the new Camaro SSs, there's nothing faster. Garbage it could be, but there's nothing faster until they came out with the Hellcat. Now the Hellcat's the fastest, most powerful muscle car built. The second in line will be the Camaro SS, and what's the runner-up is the Mustang Cobra.
Yeah.
The Mustangs, though, because I delivered to Ford all day long. The Mustangs, these are fucking ugly.
Yeah, they're not that great.
I don't like them either.
I don't roll with them.
But I'm just saying,
give me a 6 Series BMW.
On a visual, the fucking Corvette has everything beat. I mean,
it's all personal opinion. Because, you know, if I go to do it, I'm going to go get me a 98 Viper with the Hennessy Venom.
No, we're talking about the newest car. We're talking about.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay, I see what you're saying.
The new Corvette shits on them.
Yeah, new Corvette's pretty dope, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just really not a Corvette guy. You know.
That reminds me of some
don't care.
The Corvette.
I'm not a domestic car myself, brother. I'm more of a BMW.
Bust out into a fucking Optimus Prime or something.
I'm more of a myself. I agree with you, dude. I'm not a domestic. I hate domestic cars. If I was gonna do it, dude, I would just go buy a nice fucking 6 Series convertible. You know what I mean?
I always support fucking domestic. It's probably stupid, but I used to be a Chevy guy my whole life. My favorite car, and still, dude, my most favorite car I ever wanted. I had a 95 Caprice, man, and that motherfucker was with 4,000 miles on it when I got it. I got it in like 2002, and I only had 4,000 miles on it. Man, that motherfucker, I love that fucking car. That
motherfuckers were smooth.
That was a fucking Cadillac right there. Before I put rims on it and did all that stupid shit, that car rode like driving on a cloud. The fucking 95 Caprice was so clean, man. I got pictures somewhere of it. I was a Chevy guy, but Ford is hands down putting out like a way better product than GM ever could. GM is putting out garbage. I mean, I bet you that Corvette's not garbage. They don't fuck around when it comes to shit like that, but that attention to detail is not in the rest of their company at all.
No, Corvette, you know what, anything that Chevy really puts out is not really, it's more a personal preference of what you want, you know what I'm saying?
I think their SUVs are good. I think their Tahoes are.
You know, because you get a Chevy with an Allison transmission in it. Doesn't matter what motor. That thing's a beast.
It's a beast. Yeah.
That will out-toast.
Yeah, but the fucking GM is more attention to detail and all that kind of shit on their GM product. Like the Sierra and the fucking Denali is over that bullshit 10 times over. I mean, because of how attention to detail oriented they are in parts of their fucking, you know, like obviously Cadillac is kind of garbage because they use the same fucking parts everybody else. I mean, all three vehicles.
They're all GM. GM does all that. GM does GMC, Chevy, and Cadillac.
They're all the same company.
AC all day long. I deliver to all of them, and it's just like. It's an attention to detail thing, though, you know? Like, they may use the same parts and shit, but they are way, like, they're not going to let nothing slide in a Corvette. They're not going to let nothing slide in that new Denali. But there's other fucking, all their other shit's getting recalled left and right. Because they don't give a fuck about it, you know? GM is just sloppy, man. That's why I lost love for them. They're just working in the car industry. Ford is like the top dog. They've been that way ever since, what, 2008?
Now, Ford, right now, Chevy, GM, Toyota, nobody will do a commercial mentioning Dodge because Dodge, in the last few years, is smashing everybody. Smashing.
Yeah, but only because of Jeep.
Not the Jeep, the
Okay.
truck.
Truck.
Their trucks.
No.
It is.
Damn trucks. I mean, I'm sure they're selling, but
My truck, when I bought it, was the #1 truck in its class, has the most awards. From then on, it's still like that. My stepdad's diesel that he just bought, the 2014, bought it last year, is #1. You will not see a truck commercial where they mention Dodge, because Dodge has more awards than any other truck right now.
oh no, we're gonna have to look up some hard.
Look it up.
We're gonna have to look at some hard stats on that.
The Dodge is the best for your money.
But Chrysler still, yeah, but Chrysler.
And the Chevy's just overpriced junk.
Not in the awards, not in the stats and statistics, not by power, by far. Dodge has the most powerful turbo diesel truck that you could buy on the market right now. 840 foot-pounds of torque. Everyone else is behind.
Yeah, but
I think it's running like 900 now.
What I'm arguing is that Ford is #1 in sales over all that. Over both GM.
Oh, sales, yeah. Ford's been like that since the beginning of Ford. That's nothing that you can really bypass.
No, there was a long time where Ford was fucking tainted because of all the fucking recalls and the accidents they were having and shit like that.
Yeah, but they didn't. They still didn't drop as the #1 sold ever.
They've been on their game. They've been on their game though ever since the recession bullshit happened and they didn't take a bailout. They've been on top of their game.
Ford was the beginning and Ford will probably be the end.
We were talking about taking over the world with Russia.
Yeah, because we're about Fords. Where the fuck did everybody go?
You know?
I'm guessing Jim couldn't talk, and then I don't know where G went. But I don't know, man. I used to be a Chevy guy. I'm not a Chevy guy no more.
Yeah, I don't really care about brand or whatnot because I don't know. Just
Ford and fucking Dodge. Well,
I just sold my Dodge.
Have some nice.
I'm gonna turn around. I'm getting an F350.
I want a Jeep. I want a
100-gallon tank, 4x4.
I want a Jeep.
Diesel.
We were just talking about it right now before we went on air. I think I want a Jeep. I'm trying to figure out an F-150 or a Jeep.
Yeah, I can't go smaller than what I had. I had the largest truck in its class. I have to go bigger and more power. 4x4.
Yeah.
I need that. I'm looking at probably getting. I'm gonna buy it used. Maybe like a 2008, something like that. Plus, give me about 650 foot-pounds of torque starting out in that year.
Man, I just want to fucking get out of the car I got right now. It's killing me.
Yeah, shit's dude.
And I had to get bailed out of Mount Charleston and fucking buy a Jeep.
That's funny. Yeah, I had to bail hella people out in my truck. Well, I don't. I have a Xterra, which it's kind of funny. It's like I was checking out Jeeps. I was going to get a Jeep myself, and then I checked out this Xterra. And to be honest, ain't no Jeep ain't going to match that Xterra. That's something you got to get in and check it out and drive. You know what I mean? Before you make a judgment, don't judge a book by its cover. Because the damn Jeeps have 180 horsepower. The damn Xterra has 300.
I gotta be biased like that though. I gotta be domestic.
What? Buying the Jeep Chrysler?
Well, I'm either gonna do the Jeep or I'm gonna do a.
Remember the French bought that shit.
Chrysler.
It's not.
Yeah.
Pussies.
Well, I get a discount through Ford, so.
That's why I got rid of my Dodge, dude. Now I'm going Ford.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards the Ford.
Yeah, I got to get that big old 350. I ain't messing around. I put a lot of money in my last truck, lifting it and putting all kind of shit in it, performance and shit like that, and it just ain't as worth it as much as a 350.
Yeah. Well, stay on.
Asthma, which is freaking stupid great.
Stay on. We're gonna go off air. We're gonna keep it in the private chat. Yeah, everybody bounce. There's like 20
All right,
minutes.
everybody.
There's something wrong with my screen.
Let's go to the chat room real quick. Yeah, let's give a shout out.
Yeah, we'll give a shout out before we get
Hold
out
on
of
before
here.
we jet.
But we're gonna leave it in after chat, and I'll post a link for the after chat also.
America died. 1913's out there. I think he's had some comments earlier. Good film. How you doing? Sparks is out there. Brente Young. I don't know. I can't. Okay, we had him laughing. That's good. Joel's still out there. Jay Watt's still out there. Midwest Misfit. How you doing? Midwest Misfit again.
Oh, it's working.
SKS Hugo. How you doing? Utah is getting in the fight over land ownership. You're right about that. They actually laid the gauntlet down and told BLM to pack sand. And that takes us up to date from the last place we left off. Last time we did check the chat room. We're showing 22 people out there, though. Pretty good crew for a Wednesday unplanned chat. It gets up to date, up to speed. And nobody has any comments about the truck talk, it doesn't sound like.
Damn, I wrote good fuck Europe on one of somebody's videos, and dude, I got people like writing me in Russian. I had to hit translate to know what they're talking about. That's cool. Somebody was like echoing Victoria Nuland's words there, and I'm thinking that's the lady that said fuck Europe. I'm pretty sure that's the lady. Maybe.
Who's that?
I think it was the politician lady that got caught saying fuck Europe or something. That's not the Tyvensky chick. Whatever her name. All these Ruskies, I don't fucking know. But, you know, shout out to Russia for fucking shitting on Europe if they do. It's cool. I'm kind of whatever, and, yeah, we did shout outs, so. There's an open link. Wait, hold up. There's an open link out there. There's an open link if anybody wants to join. We're going off air. This has been a Green Dragon production. And there's going to be an after chat right now, but we're going off air. So jump in. The after chat link is in there. See you in the after chat. Peace.